All right. We are live. What's up, everybody? Okay. I was just waiting for it to go right 5 o'clock. It's all seconds counting down. 3, 2, 1. Boom, live. I got it started right on time today. I hope everyone's having a great Thursday. Usually I say that on a Monday. This time it's on a Thursday. So thanks for being here, guys. Thanks, everyone, for being here with us. Let's see how many people we got on. All right. I see a lot of people in the chat. We're both on Facebook and YouTube this time. That's something a little different for us. We did this once earlier this month, but we don't normally do lives on Facebook. At least we haven't done very many lives on Facebook. I think we're going to try to do more on Facebook, but we do them every Monday night on YouTube every week. So if you guys are on Facebook and you haven't checked that out, please do. It is we have a good time, and we auction off some great stuff every Monday night. I see my wife in the chat there, Jana, saying hello to everyone, and she'll be here pretty soon. She's just wrapping up some work. She does have a job, if you guys didn't know that, and she is a full-time realtor. She's a real estate agent, and she's got some really good deals she's working on right now. So also, I see Mama G in the house. What's up, Mama G?
Hi.
We got you here in case we need you, but thanks for being here. But no auction tonight. I saw some chat, guys. You're used to us doing this every Monday and doing a live auction. No live auction tonight. We won't be selling stuff here because Mama G helps us every Monday and helps us run what I think is a pretty good auction. And tonight we're going to be just watching an auction, and that auction's on eBay, so we don't have to do anything. We can just sit back, relax, ask some questions, give some answers, and hopefully have a good night. We won't go too long, but thanks, Mama G, for being here. And she'll be in the chat too. Anyone with a blue wrench in the chat, if they're telling us something that we need to do, let's just answer their questions and follow their directions and be good little boys and girls. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me give some shout outs here. I see a lot of people. Ooh, I see a lot of Facebook people too. That's so awesome. Let's see. Let me go back a little bit here, guys. Bear with me for a second. I don't want to get too behind in chat because I tend to go a little bit slower than the chat's going, but I do want to give some shout outs because we had some people here early. Catherine Drouse, welcome. She was here early. Andrea Perez, what's up, Andrea? Thanks for being here early as well. Jenjo Howes, Carrie, Ashley Reed, Gigi Yvonne, welcome you guys. Thanks so much. And look at this. Look who I see in the chat here. Storage Auction Pirate, what is up, Mike? Thanks for being here. I told Mike if you would come by and say hi in the chat because I'm excited. One other thing we're going to do tonight, I'm going to show you guys the new truck I got. And that's kind of big news because my other truck I've had for like 9 or 9.5 years, somewhere around there. And
if Amazon comes while we're live, it's for you from me. They're like 6 houses away. Yeah.
6 houses away. Can you really track them like that?
Yeah. Watch, they'll be ringing at the door soon. How
cool. Okay. Well, then I might have to put us on mute and run in the other room. But kids are upstairs hiding, I think. I told them they could come and pop in and say hi, but I don't know if they will. But thanks, Mama G. We'll go check that out. And is that something to open on the live if we get it?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. You can open it live.
Okay, we'll do that. I like presents. That's fun. Thank you in advance. All right. And Angel's mom, Margaret, says, is this Monday? I know. No, it's Thursday, and that is definitely not our normal night, but we're going to do those every now and then. Like I said, last time we did it, we'll probably do it like once a month, maybe once or twice a month. It's to watch the auctions close with the trains. You know, the trains are really exciting, so we're going to do these every now and then and make an event out of it because there's some cool stuff we've got. And Sandra Moss is in the house. Camille Burmeister. I almost said Camille for some reason, but come on, I should get that name right. It's our daughter's name. Full-time reseller, Pandera Silverhand. What's up, you guys? Phyllis Bisold, Rodney Stokely, Demetria Morrison Sherwood. Hello. All right. Let's see. I'm getting behind on the chat already, guys. So I'm going to have to skip ahead a little bit. And keep in mind, like tonight, we got some time. We're going to be chill. So if you got questions, please drop those in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer. If I miss it, feel free to drop it again. It's not rude. It's just dealing with me. Sometimes you got to be repetitive and persistent. Storage Auction Pirates asking, sweet, are we getting a live band performance by Jack during the show? Not by me, certainly. This is just where the only place in the house we have to set up Camille's keyboard and Grace's guitar. The guitar came out of a locker. The keyboard was due to super chats for Camille to buy that. And they've been using, they both use the keyboard all the time, but the guitar, it saw some good use when we first got it. Now they're kind of cooling off a little bit on it. That's natural. But we're going to leave it set up for a while just to encourage them to play with it and experiment. Because when it's right there, it's easy for them just to sit down and play a little bit. I don't know how to do any of that. So not me. All right. Mary Masasso says, thank you for sending my packages so fast. Love the Eileen Fisher cardigan. Going to wear it at a function tomorrow. That's awesome, Mary. So you bought that. That's terrific. I didn't even notice. We mailed out probably 4 or 5. I think you got it on eBay, right? Because I know we sold some Eileen Fisher pieces recently. We sell like 4 or 5 pieces every day. Honestly, I don't even look at the names. I just more pay attention to pieces and make sure I'm sending the right items. But yeah, if you bought on our eBay store, I really, really appreciate it. If I know it's in one of our viewers, then I'll slip in a locker nut sticker too. But otherwise, I don't do that. All right. Marie says, love the chats. Awesome. Good. Thank you. We love them too, but I appreciate you guys being here. Looks like we got 430 people on or something like that, and only 1 angry person. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Only 1 person angry about it. We'll see what we can do about that by the end of the night. See if we get some more angries. All right, just kidding. But probably truthful too, though. I usually say something stupid, at least 1 stupid thing per night. I'm allowed that, like a mulligan. Let's see. Steve says, how does the payment transaction take place for your live auction? Good question, Steve. On our live auctions, we do payment by 3 methods: PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. So you can pay by those 3 ways. And everyone has their own preference. All 3 are good for us. Yeah, that's how we do it every Monday. All right. Lots of hellos, you guys. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Really, look at how many people from the Philippines too. I love it. Mostly Facebook viewers from the Philippines. We have a big Facebook following there, and we really appreciate you guys. So cool you can watch us on the other side of the world, and you probably think we're just so crazy over here in California, United States. So much junk. People have so much junk in this country. I imagine it's a spectacle to watch, really. Esther from San Jose, California. What's up, Esther from San Jose? That's super close to us. That's the Silicon Valley she's hailing from. It's awesome. Tanya's asking Mama G to send her pizza. Oh, I heard a doorbell. Hang on, you guys. I know this isn't good viewership. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. Is it UPS? Oh, yep. They're there. It's Amazon.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot to mute. There's also a very large package on the doorstep, but I don't think that was from you.
No, I did not give you a large package. It's a small one from Amazon.
This one I'm imagining. The other one I think is a new doormat. Okay. Thanks again, Mama G.
You're welcome.
So we'll get into the eBay auctions pretty soon. I actually goofed and set it for the wrong date to start. So by the time I figured it out, I was a little behind. So the first one doesn't close until 5:50. So we have some time. Oh my goodness. Look at this purple flashlight. That's terrific. Thank you for that.
It's a black light.
Yes. Awesome for
UV light.
Glass, right? Identifying the glassware.
The glass and also stones that could, if they're older from like West Germany and stuff, they can have uranium glass in them as well. Or scorpions.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Or maybe we'll take it to a hotel room and
oh yeah, that'd be awful. You do not want to do that. That's awful. Don't.
Good for that too. I imagine. I've never done that. I don't know if we want to do that. I don't know if I
no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, maybe in someone else's room. Essie says, do I have to pay to comment on your posts? You don't have to pay. Super chats do help us see easier the comments when they come through. So if you want to super chat us, that's great. We'll definitely read yours. But you certainly don't have to comment. But we do. I mean, I do miss some stuff. So like I said, if you have a question and I don't answer it, feel free to drop it again. Don't spam it, but it certainly, if we don't answer it after a while, drop it again, but don't do it repeatedly. That's not cool. All right. I see Yumiko's in the house. What's up, Yumiko? And I know there's a lot of other people too. We're not going to be able to say hi to everybody. We got 446 people on. Pat Dees is in the house. What's up? He says, can I get a check by my name? The check mark, just so you guys know, on YouTube, you get a check mark next to your name after you pass 100,000 subscribers. So that's not something you'll find here, Mr. Pat Dees, but you can certainly get one of those. It just takes a while. It does. It's not easy, but we were fortunate enough to get one last year, and it's pretty cool. But you'll get there. And Picker's Warehouse is in here too. He says, "Hey Jack, these are fun. Glad to see another one." Yeah, thanks, Justin. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Todd Jones says, "Hey, Lockerness, found you a couple of months ago and love your channel. I love the way you sort the contents of the locker." Thanks, Todd. I appreciate you watching the videos. And my way is definitely not the fastest, maybe not the most efficient, but it is my way. And it's the way that I just kind of take order to the chaos. You know, I got to do that. I don't think I'm OCD, but maybe I am. But that's like, I feel like I have to sort it out. And you get some satisfaction. But you know what? I'm like a little bit older, right? I'm 51. For this business, it's a little bit older. Probably when I was younger, I'd go a lot faster. But now at my age, I kind of feel like I have to do that. Like it's like I get some purpose out of it or something. I don't know. I like sorting trash. So Mary says, looking forward to seeing the fur scarves go up for auction. I think that was an old video you watched, Mary, because we haven't found any of those in a while, but we did find some a while back, and those did go to our auction. Pretty Girls Full's in the house. What's up? Thanks for being here. And I think Pretty Girls Full now lives in, well, I don't know if that's personal. I don't want to say where, but I think right by my dad, basically. Very close to my dad. So we're down in that area pretty often. Not that often, but we do go down there to visit. I love that area. Greek Golf God says, video soon. Good question. There's a good question. I was trying to wrap it up so I could put a preview post or a premiere post up on YouTube, but I didn't finish it. But I'm hoping after this I'll have some time to get that finished. If not, I'll finish it tomorrow morning. It'll be up tomorrow. All right. The next episode in that $1 locker. And it'll not be that long, but it'll be good. I don't want to discourage anyone from watching it, but it's not like a train locker. But I did go to the train locker yesterday, did some digging, did some filming, and found more good stuff. Not a surprise there. That locker is good. Good. Yeah, the storage doctor part says, hope for me to do a piano solo. Yeah, no, nope. Spencer, what's up? He says, after 14 months, I finally found Pokemon cards in stock at Target for retail price. Oh, man, that's good. I don't think I've ever bought any Pokemon retail. We just find them. But that's good, I guess. Maybe things are returning to normal, supply chains and such. Let's see. Bev says, I give you a thumbs down if you want. Let me see if I got any more angries. Oh, no, I only got one angry. Okay. Thumbs down's good. We prefer thumbs up, but any thumbs up, down, any emoji, angry, happy, sad, whatever, love, whatever, it's all good. It feeds the algorithms, which helps the social media sites push us out. They see activity, they like it. Our number 2 video, which was our number 1 video for the longest, was also our most hated video. And that's the one where I found the guns and called the cops. People hate that I did that, and I understand it. But got so many comments and thumbs down that it actually drove that video to be over 1 million views. So anything's good. But we like the happy stuff, thumbs up. But whatever. If you don't like it, don't give me a thumbs up because I don't deserve it, right? All right. I see some Canada, Florida, Kansas, Louisiana, Fort Worth, Texas, This is so cool. You guys are all over the place. Joe Collins asking, are y'all going to have any lots of those Mira cups or thermoses? Probably not in our live auction. I think we're probably going to put those at the flea market. And we're going to put it aside for a better flea market, not Stockton, because it's they're nice, but they are a little scuffed up. And I don't really want to sort through right now to find the better ones put in the live auction. Shipping will kill us on that because we'll have to sell, 4, 5, 6 at a time or more to make it worthwhile for us. But shipping is going to be terrible on it. So I don't think we'll do it for that reason. But I don't know. Maybe we'll change our mind and test it out. Junk in my trunk. Judith's here. She says, hey, Jack. Hey, Mama G. I hope everyone is having a great evening. Thanks for being here. Julie's Heart's here too. She says, hi, sweet lady, Mama G. She's giving shout outs to Mama G. Thanks for being here, Julie. Let's see. Kathy Barnett says, hello from Lafayette, Indiana. Can we see a whole list or have to click separate? I'll put it on the screen, the list of stuff that's getting auctioned tonight. We're not auctioning it here live. We're just watching it get auctioned on eBay. If you guys want to bid on any of that stuff, you're free to go over and visit eBay and bid right there. But this is what it's going to look like. This is the first item. We're 34 minutes out, so we got some time. And that's, like I said, because I screwed up and didn't schedule it at the right time. So 5:50 starts, and they fire off about every 5 minutes apart. Oh, Jana's in the back says hi. Okay, she'll be here in a few. You probably heard that. Jack Senior's asking, any marbles? No, we haven't found any marbles in a while. Let's see. Pickers. Okay, I am definitely behind on the chat because I see talk about the blue light. And that means I'm way behind. So let me just skip forward a little bit. If I miss some of your chats, I'm sorry. If I missed a question, again, please go ahead and repost it. I see Delilah right here asked a really good question. Says, have you opened that big box that was nailed shut? That's what we do in the next episode. Yeah, we opened that, and I had to bring my screw gun there and opened it. And yeah, you'll see. You'll see. This is the next one. I don't want to spoil it, but it's in the next one. Darren's asking, oh, and that train locker, what's our total so far? Good question. I'll put that at the end of the next train locker video, but I can give that to you right now because it is interesting. So far cleared, like after expenses and everything, after eBay fees, shipping, blah, blah, blah. Let me see. 89,600 on eBay. And then I think 19,000 something in our live auctions. So right about 109,000. Am I doing my math right? I think so. 109,000 so far. After tonight, most of this is train stuff, so we'll push well over 110 after tonight's auction. So it's going pretty good. Personally, I want to get to the 150 mark because that's what the offer I received is at the 150. So just for personal reasons, I want to pass that so I know that I didn't screw up by turning that down. Everything past that will be whatever. Prove that I made the right decision, right? Hopefully there'll be a lot more past, but we won't know for a while when we sell everything. Jamie Swap says, I discovered your videos last month. Can't believe the goodies you find. We had a very good year last year. If you watch the older ones, you'll see plenty of stinkers with a few good ones. But this last year, we did have some tremendous luck. And I say it is luck, pure luck. Pure luck. Maybe a little bit of getting better at picking them, but mostly luck. Let's see. Oh boy, I'm still way behind me. Okay. Sandra says, I like how you take your time going through the lockers. It's very relaxing compared to some of the other locker channels I've watched. For sure. I think our demographic, when I look at age range and stuff, this channel definitely appeals to like a more mature audience. And other channels like Treasure Hunting with Jeebus, for example, definitely I think appeals to younger audience because he's more fast-paced, cracking jokes, special effects and sounds and stuff, more fun, faster pace. I'm definitely more dry, slower pace. So I appreciate that. That's a good match for you and you like the relaxation. I definitely feel more relaxed going through lockers to take my time. It's, I don't like the stress. I don't. That's why I do this for a living and not advertising anymore. It's very stressful. So Let's see. Renalise says hello from the Philippines. Hello. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Sandra Johnson, thank you so much, Sandra.
Jack, I don't know if you can hear me, but you are frozen. We can't see or hear you. I can see the camera and the other camera, but I don't see you anymore. Great. Now I'm on alone again. Hi. Yep, frozen. So how's everybody doing tonight? I think Jack's trying to come back on. I see you now, Jack. On the middle camera, but not on the one you were on before.
That's weird. Both I got two computers here, and both are not doing the feed. Both appear to be down. Is this something maybe StreamYard based? Because now I'm on my phone. I'm holding my phone in my hand, and maybe that's how we're gonna have to do it tonight, huh? That's not cool. So I'm holding my phone in my hand. Both my computers, I have two completely different computers. My laptop's here and my desktop here, and they both just farted out on me. And we've had that problem before, but not for some time. So it may come back. The fact it's happening on both makes me think it's not a computer issue. It's maybe a StreamYard, but it's working on the mobile. So let me... Luckily, I'm not too bad with the technology stuff. You can find a workaround. There's always a workaround, right?
Always
They're hacking
a workaround.
you, Jack. That's what Israel says. Yeah, Israel, maybe that's what's happening. Dang it. All right. Okay, I'm going to fix this, though. All right, so anyways, we might not be able to see the chat so much. Might be a good time to come down, Janice, so you can help me. If you can hear me, she might be able to hear me. Just so I can troubleshoot and read the chat. It's a little hard to do both. Good thing I screwed up and put that eBay auction closing a little bit later. All right. Okay. I'm reading the chat over here. I'm going to put the camera over here. There we go. How's that? All right. Yeah, I'm back. All right. Well, we're just going to have to limp along here until I can get this figured out. But it's okay because I can still switch things over here. It's just not getting my camera to work. It's not getting my camera to work. So, okay, got it. Just had to quit out of Chrome, quit out, and now I'm trying to get back in. I think I got it, guys. Hang on just a sec. All right. Jeez. All that. Okay, we're back. Israel says, it's the Ruskies. Maybe they're hacking us. We'll blame it on them, whether it's not, it's them. Megan Hill, good question. Thank you. All right, back right in time for this good question. What's your opinions on selling on eBay, good or bad? Okay, I'm a big believer in eBay. I read a lot of message boards and stuff on Facebook where people have been doing it much longer than me, and they are complaining and saying they left eBay or whatever because they don't like to see the progression. I'm more of a newer eBay seller, maybe several years now. I love it. But I have seen changes, and I don't like all the changes, and I've seen the fees go up, and I don't like that. But overall, what other place could I sell these trains, for example, that are mostly built for a European market or a very small niche market here in the US, or buyers in China, or buyers in Australia, or buyers in Canada, Europe, everywhere? eBay is a great way to connect. I don't know what just happened there. But great way to connect. And there's very few other platforms that will give you that kind of exposure and in an effective way. We're selling a ton on eBay. We're selling about 30,000 a month consistently for like 2 months now. So I like it, but it's not perfect. And there are scammers out there. And if you just start, you got to be, okay, now what's going on, StreamYard? That's not me. That's StreamYard. So anyways, yeah, you got to watch out for scammers, because scammers do target new buyers. So if you're a new buyer on there, you don't have like a lot of seller feedback, they're going to try to get you to go after it. I suggest join a Facebook group for resellers and read it, and you'll learn so much from other people sharing their experiences. Here we go with the stinking StreamYard. Yeah, Storage Auction Pirates calling. He says very few markets you can access 170 million customers with no security needed. What a great point. It really is a good platform. Yeah. Oh, and John Zimmerman saying thoughts on the eBay 1099s. Good point, John. So for smaller sellers, meaning sellers that have done less than $20,000 in transactions previously, you did not receive a 1099. So that would have just been, you'd have to be a good Samaritan and report to the IRS if you made $19,500 on eBay. They relied on you doing the right thing and reporting that, but eBay did not tell IRS how much they paid you. That changed. This is the first year that anyone who sells over $600 will now receive a 1099. Copies of 1099s also go to the IRS. So if you receive a 1099, IRS receive the same thing. They know about it. So the decision whether or not you want to report it is kind of out of your hands at that point. If you don't report it, you will get a letter from them. And I know that for a fact because we have not reported 1099s, but we've reported it, and then they didn't recognize that and then sent us, you didn't report this, and then we had to send an explanation letter. No, we did, but it showed us this. It might be a little different than 1099. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying, like, they do notice, they do send it to you. That's definitely a red flag, easy target for them. So you don't want to mess with that. If you get a 1099, you're going to have to put on your taxes. Keep in mind, everything that you receive as income from eBay, you can offset with costs. So I know there's all these stories like, what if you're a college student and you're selling some extra baseball cards? Well, you bought those baseball cards for a cost, and you need to include that and write that down so you don't pay taxes on the full $600. You have to write costs against that. And while you're at it, there's going to be some other costs you can add to that too. So talk to your accountant about that, because certainly gas to go to the store to buy it, maybe some computer expense to list it on eBay, maybe some internet, the cost of your internet connection. Since if you didn't have internet, you couldn't list it on eBay. There's going to be some stuff you can offset that very, very easily. For me, it was not a concern because we do over 20,000 on all these platforms. So we've been getting 1099 for some time now. So, but for smaller sellers, yeah, game's going to change. Make sure you're aware of that change and prepare for it. So yeah, Larry's got a good point. Larry says, start saving your gas receipts. Yep, for sure. I always, gas always goes on a credit card for us. So you can always refer to the credit card receipt for that, credit card statement. A good point. Save all receipts. This is cash. When you pay cash, that's what's going to get you. So you might want to keep a ledger. Like if you're a picker and you go to the flea markets or garage sales to pick, then you of some sort of your purchases. And Gianna's just got here, so say hi to Gianna.
Hi.
Mama G bought us a blue light ray.
I saw that. That is so sweet. We totally need one, so that's awesome.
We will use that.
Yeah.
And it's like look at this rechargeable.
I heard the hotel room thing, and I was like, if I did that, I would be sleeping in my car.
Yeah.
Because I'm a total germaphobe.
Maybe do that if you like buy a used RV or something. Then you can like the price down. You're like, this is disgusting. I want 10 grand off, you know?
I blue lighted that. Hey, Larry. Hey, Virginia.
Larry says the boss is here.
Lori. Hi,
Look at
Justin. Swamp Picker. Hello,
Swamp
Ashley.
Picker. What's up?
Thank you. You're so sweet.
Already had a whole host of technical issues, but
What?
somehow the show goes on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Still got 462
Hey,
people.
Joe. Chris
Oh,
Ford, what's up?
But we lost an angry face.
Oh, we have 467. That's a combined number? Is that what it does?
eBay, YouTube,
eBay
and
on the brain?
Facebook. Yeah.
Okay.
I
saw
eBay.
some friends were in the house. Let's see.
It's about half and half right now, eBay and Facebook, as far as I can tell.
Really?
Yeah.
Half and half. So I was talking to Faith on the way home, texting. She just picked up her cap and gown
Oh, that's
for
exciting.
graduation and got her pictures, and she got highest honor roll. So she gets 3 cords at graduation.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm so
Does that mean I have
excited.
to stay for the whole ceremony? Because don't they do the honor roll at the end?
Do they?
I think so.
No.
The other ceremony.
No, it's only 2 schools of education and nursing, so it's smaller.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
That's good.
Otherwise, it's like, all right, we saw Faith going back to the hotel.
So it's super exciting. I'm so excited.
Yeah, that's a big honor. There won't be a long list for that.
Yeah.
She's going to be one of a few in that accomplishment.
Yeah.
Got a great question here from Julie's Heart. She says, I no longer sell on eBay, but use PayPal often for invoicing. So I will get a 1099, right? Yes. As long as you do over 600, and I know you do.
Yeah.
You will.
Pretty much everyone does. I mean,
yeah, it's hard to do under 600 really, but there's going to be some people out there that only have like a few things they want to sell.
Yeah.
And you can do under 600. Yeah. But anything over 600, you'll get on PayPal. You'll get a 1099 from Venmo. You'll get a 1099 from
I think
Cash
it's
App.
ridiculous.
You'll get a 1099 from any of those
Thank you,
platforms.
Christina.
Anywhere that you're receiving income over 600 will probably 1099 you.
Yeah, I think it's a low. Because, I mean, there's a lot of things you could do for that amount. You could be exchanging things with family. I mean, I don't know. I think it's just too low.
Of course.
You know? I think they're trying to get into every little nook and cranny of people, you know?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
So.
Oh, thank you. You're very sweet. Lori says, what do you use for your hair? This was nothing really. I don't really do a lot to my hair. But yes, I do have a lot of hair. That is one thing I was born with. Not sure why or where that came from. And all our girls have lots of hair too, all 3 of them. So
Stephanie says, missing new locker videos, but loving this opportunity. We still putting out 1 or 2 per week. That's as best as I can do right now.
last week you had 2.5, I think.
I don't think so, but no, I put one out last Monday and that was it for the whole week. So, but part of that's really because, well, we've had some other things going on. Like I mentioned, I bought a new truck, and that the whole car buying process does take your time. What else did we have last week? We had some things dicing our time
a lot,
but also selling a lot on eBay. So packing and shipping like daily, not a whole bunch of stuff, but it does take some time. But also listing. I've been trying to keep listing because that's been when you list on eBay, you make sales. Like it's all part. eBay has its own algorithm, just like YouTube and Facebook does. So the Julie says, "Of course, Jack, I'm huge." Meaning the over 600.
Yeah.
No, Swamp Picker says, "I thought it was 600 for one transaction. It's not. It's 600 total for the year."
Yeah, it's just not.
They're gonna basically nail everybody.
They just want a piece of everything. People should be able to have a little side hustle. I'm sorry. But they should.
And the thing is, it's really surprising by the Democrats because it's a policy done by Democrats because.
It's not surprising to me.
Well, no, because it's hurting the little guys. In a lot of Democratic campaigns traditionally, I don't know about this one, but traditionally was tax the rich, right? So this is not taxing the rich. This is taxing the guys who make between 600 and 20,000 a year. Is that the rich? Is that the big shots?
It's below poverty level.
It's
not
the
cool.
little and middle guys that are getting squeezed here.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Not cool.
Like you need extra. Everything's so expensive now. Oh look, Stephanie said, "I binged you guys for so long. Feels like forever."
Yeah.
And oh, do you have the storage companies 1099 you for the stuff you buy? Great question. No.
Do you have to give the storage companies? No, most of them are incorporated, I'm sure. It's a good question because, like, well, as a company, as an incorporation, whenever we pay someone over $600, this is not a new rule for independent contractors. For example, anytime we pay someone over $600, we're supposed to 1099 them. It makes it a little bit harder when you're picking or buying stuff from a personal, because we pay cash and they don't want to get 1099.
Yeah.
So we'll have to deal with that in an audit if it ever goes to an audit. Like they're going to say you wrote off $2,000 because you bought a collection of baseball cards. We didn't pay $2,000. We paid more than that. But I'm saying, like, when you bought a collection of baseball cards, you paid thousands, but you don't have a receipt for that, and you didn't 1099 them. That doesn't qualify as a write-off. It's going to be like,
well, that's
it does
one thing
qualify
nice
as a write-off.
about doing Venmo.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying if you pay cash,
yeah,
there's no Venmo receipt. There's no receipt. So I don't know how it'll. Well, anyways, hopefully we don't find out. But if we go to audit, we will definitely want. But I keep logs of everything: dates, what was bought, how much was spent. So that's why I'm saying, like, keep good logs if you spend cash.
Some great questions. First, I want to say hello to the Crafty Cat. That's a great name, and I love it, from Australia.
Nice.
That's super cool.
Thanks for being
Walter says, are you finished showing the train locker? That's a great question.
No, we're not. We had 14 more boxes. I went there yesterday and went through 6. So
Bye, Virginia.
Got 2 more videos come out. One of them's filmed and needs to be edited. The other one, not yet.
Joanne
Probably
says,
Saturday
hi.
I'll finish it.
Joanne says, hi, Locker Nuts. And Pamela says, just discovered your page. Really enjoyed watching you open the boxes and finding scores at the back of the locker.
Yeah, that's always fun, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes we find the best stuff in the back, and sometimes the best stuff's right in the front, and the rest of it's not as impressive. I don't like those. They're anticlimactic. I like the good stuff in the back. I like to end it with the bang. Dusty old dude, what's up?
He says 1 year, 11 months, and 19 days as a member. Thank you, Dusty old dude.
That's awesome.
Give him a little shout out. Put him up there for a sec. Love it. Susan says, hello from Wisconsin. We would never find lockers like you do here.
Oh, you would.
You never know. Actually, I feel like there's more in those older places. California is very new,
well, in the Bay Area, there's definitely a lot of money here, though. So we do have a lot of wealthy people, but there's a lot of trash here, too. It's not like, oh, all the lockers are great because there's so much money here.
We have a lot of homeless here, and they live in lockers, too.
The rich people don't really lose lockers. It's usually, a lot of homeless people, and a lot of people that are like, my credit's ruined. There's junk in there anyways. I don't care. I'm going to leave it for somebody else. That's usually what we find. But, I mean, everywhere you go, even when we go to lower income areas, we find good lockers. It's harder to find them, but there's money everywhere but I think there's some good lockers in Wisconsin. I bet there is. I bet there is. Everywhere I think there is. But definitely we've been having we've been seeing a lot of them here.
Yeah. Storage auction pirate. I make receipts. Go down. In a log book, a receipt book. Oh, that's good.
I missed a good question.
If he makes a flea market pick, that's good.
Yeah, that's
smart. Mm-hmm. That's actually really good.
I missed a question. Back on that 1099. Do we give 1099 to storage companies? No. If you give over 600 to a incorporation, another company, a business entity, you're not required to 1099 them.
Someone asked for our Locker Nuts eBay store. Mama G just threw that link in. So that's nice. Thank you so much. And then, do you accept Menmo payments for your auctions? We do.
Yeah.
Great question. Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal.
We like Venmo too because we pay our gardener on Venmo. She pays our hairdresser on Venmo. We take Venmo. We take Cash App. We take everything.
Yeah, that's a good question. Pamela says, I'm selling my uncle's G.I. Joe collection on eBay. They sell for higher prices than when we bought. He never kept track of that. How do I, how much is really the profit off that? That's a good question, though.
It's a great question. Or how's this, like, if you bought them as a kid in the 80s or 90s and no one's keeping receipts for the toys back then,
Yeah.
and no one foresaw toys. You know, maybe there are people who did who were savvy, but most of us like received them as toys, just played with them and put them in the closet or in the attic. Didn't think like, oh, wow, these are gonna be worth a fortune when we're older. I better keep the receipt so I can write off against taxes. I mean, who thinks that way? But when you're young,
Not many 12-year-olds.
Not many 12-year-olds. So I mean, really, you could, in my opinion, it's going to be kind of an honor system. When you go to file that, you're gonna set the base cost. You're gonna say, I sold it for this much, and it cost me this much, and that's a write-off. The cost is a write-off.
Yeah.
The only way that's going to be questioned is if you go get an audit. Okay, guys, I'm not a tax expert, but I do know a little bit about this stuff. You'll get audited. I mean, the only way to be questioned is if you do get audited. God forbid, right? But you do get randomly audited, or if you do something that raises a red flag, they may audit you. And then you'll have to answer that. They may disallow that expense because you don't have a receipt. But something that was bought like a long time ago, 10, 20, 30 years before, I can't expect them to require a receipt. So you probably just need to give an explanation of how you established that base cost and how long you had since you acquired the items. That's what I would think.
Yeah, that's a good answer. What's this name? I want to answer that question or a comment. Hi, Jack and Jana. Watching from Nebraska. Just love you guys. You have beautiful girls. That's
Thank you so much.
Sweet.
I'm gonna try to get them into the videos more this summer when they have a break from school.
Carlos says, Locker Nuts, you have dope content. Awesome.
Thank you.
Denise Kidder. Hello, Denise.
Hey, Denise. Marge says, I was surprised to receive a Locker Nuts badge. That's a Facebook thing, Marge, and I've had people thank me for giving them a badge, but I don't give it to them. Yeah, we'll take it. But I think that is that's something that you earned through Facebook, and I think it's based upon how often you watch and comment. Facebook awards that, so it's awesome. Thank you so much. What you did to receive that badge, we really appreciate. Still kind of a mystery to me. I'm not really that much of a Facebook savvy person.
Yeah, Denise said we have homeless living in the lockers after the first down. So Florida has nice weather too. So very similar as far as, not having, well, they have some extreme weather, but we just have a high rate of homelessness here. Now, I don't think there's necessarily more since then, but I would say, a lot of people have lost their lockers that are homeless, it seems like, in the last 2 years. But we just come across them quite a bit.
We do.
Yeah.
It's part of the business now.
Yeah, it's sad. And it is sad. When we pass on quite a bit, when we go to live auctions, people set up like little bedrooms and, we've seen that, right? With curtains and offices in their lockers.
Yeah.
We just saw that at the last one we were at.
Yeah, it was weird.
It's a little more insight
really
than
sad,
we want.
but it's like, man, I'm not going to. The chance of something good being in there is pretty slim, and the hazard level is much higher.
We've had
because homelessness, drug addiction, so many homeless are homeless because of drug addiction.
Sad, yeah.
So you go through a homeless locker, it's like, I'm scared of needles, really. So stay away from that stuff, really. Dusty Old Dude said, do you take IOUs? That's the only way I can pay.
That's so funny.
Yeah, Larry's saying best to get an accountant and let them do the work. It is so true. I just said to my friend recently, a good accountant is expensive, but they pay for themselves in the savings and taxes. So
Ventral Collection had something. I also heard if you sell anything that undervalued from original retail, it's not taxable because you didn't make any profit.
Yeah. Oh, that was what I was trying to find. I read Ventro's.
That's a great comment.
Ventro's our friend from the Stockton flea market. That's good. Yeah, because now your baseline's here, your cost is here, and your sale was here. So you actually lost money. I don't suggest showing a loss if you're a small timer. Don't show a loss. Just show breaking even. Show a loss, it could raise a red flag.
That's a free tip.
Yeah, and it's not going to make a big difference. The loss you'd have to carry forward to future sales, but it's not worth it. Don't raise a red flag for that. But yeah, great point. Then you don't have to pay any taxes, really.
Cass Johns had something kind of interesting.
Ventral Collection put up one earlier though, and said if you pay by friends and he heard that if you pay by friends and family, then you will not receive a 1099. So
that's interesting.
If that's true, yeah. Jana just worked with a vendor.
Yeah.
A vendor that required that. Which when we have people pay us that way, friends and family, we really appreciate it because there's no fees, but we definitely don't require it. It's actually a breach of
we encourage people
of like PayPal if you require it is a breach of the agreement. So anyways,
Plus there's
interesting.
No
I don't know
on
if
that, right?
Huh?
And if you do friends and families, you can't reverse it.
Yeah, you lose your buyer protection.
So if you're doing it for like a purchase on something that's like a service, you might want to be careful with that.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying.
So if you guys didn't understand that, like when you buy something through PayPal, for example, the seller pays a transaction fee and it's like 3-point-something%. And but you as a buyer get purchase protection. Some of that 3-point-something% is buying insurance, basically, that eBay is going to resolve the matter, and they really do protect buyers. If you do friends and family, there's no buyer protection. So if you buy something and the person sends you like something that's not cool or broken or doesn't work or it's complete fraud,
properly,
or for a service doesn't do what they promised, then you don't have buyer's protection. So you would have to rely on the seller or service provider refunding you.
Lucinda's here.
Yeah.
Hi, Lucinda. And I also
Hey,
saw
Lucinda.
Bert Quinn's
Quinn.
here. I haven't seen you in a while, Bert. So good to see you. Did you show them on your?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're 4 minutes away from closing the first one, so I might have to wait on the truck.
Are you gonna go out?
Where the heck is?
Side and do like a tour?
Well, I was, but I could also show the video. But we had the technical difficulties there, so.
Oh, outside's kind of fun.
Oh. You see what this thing's doing right now?
It's being silly.
That's one word for it. I already have the screen open to show the eBay stuff, and now it's making me.
Do it again.
Yes.
Scroll down the chat, and I can visit with everyone while you do that.
No, actually, I'm kind of busy, so.
Okay. I'll just guess what people are saying.
Do that.
Let's see.
I gotta quit Chrome. What?
All right. I'm going to jump in on the chat on my computer then, so then I can answer questions while Jack's trying to fix it. And then
I'll just switch to this camera. Hang on. Because I gotta. Hang on, guys.
If you have any other questions, make sure you put them in the chat. We'd love to answer them.
Hey, look, there's two of me.
Hey, there's Mama G. Hi.
Okay.
I like that camera better. We look better in this camera.
Until you freeze again. Hello out there. There you are. You mute yourself. I can't unmute you. There you are.
The whole time? Oh my goodness.
Yep.
What a rookie.
You're muted again.
I had to reboot because it won't let me share the screen.
Okay.
Can't hear.
When it crashed, I had to
Hi, Annie.
reboot and it shut off the permissions.
And Angels Vintage Treasure. Hello. John Zimmerman said, Mama G, are you remote? Got a lot of comments of you're frozen. Israel says you're losing your touch.
We're gonna miss the whole first auction because this
Hey Pat D's, what's up? That's okay. We'll just visit until we're
No,
ready.
I had all the windows open. Everything got lost.
I know you did, honey, because you are so organized. It's definitely not a Jack problem. So, all right, Annie, thank you. That's so good. I love seeing some of the old timers here. He's turning Hulk. If anyone knew Jack's Venmo profile pic, I love seeing some of
I'm gonna put an angry face up for my own video.
All right, Mama G put the link in there for first item up. Thank you, Mama G, for doing it. That is awesome. Israel, thanks for being here.
Okay, I'm almost there.
Greek Golf God, what's up? Angie Marie, I love that name.
Thing messed up everything.
Oh, somebody wants to know if you've ever done the Amazon return pallets. What do you think about that?
I have not done that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I'm low battery. Wonderful. And
Let me go charge it real quick while you fix this.
no, I can plug it in right.
Okay. 1 minute.
I have not done it. I've watched other guys do it. I'll tell you, there's definitely money to be made there, right? But it's a lot of, if you're buying the stuff, you have to inspect it, test it before you relist it. Because if you sell stuff that truly is not working, which is obviously why sometimes returns happen, and then you sell it, you're going to see your defect ratio go up on eBay, and then you get too high of that, they're going to basically throw you down on your rating, and that'll affect how many sales you make. So
Pam says Jack's cheeks are getting red, and Sandra says love your videos.
I'm not really getting mad. I'm not really
family.
flustered. This is my wheelhouse. I can fix it. It does take me off a little bit.
Modern Vintage Junkie says, Jack, you're the reason we got into reselling. Really hope we run into you and your wife at an auction or flea market one day. Modern Vintage Junkies, where are you guys from? Throw it in the chat. I'd love to know if you're local to the Bay Area.
It's going up.
All right. Woo!
It just jumped up to 386 from something.
Okay. Did you kind of have a goal for this? I mean, what was your hope?
I don't remember. I don't think this is a terribly high value piece. So $386 I was happy with. It was
sold.
It was auction. Yeah. It sells. What do you mean?
It just says sold now. Earlier, I did say sold a minute ago.
No, because it just closed seconds ago, or 1 minute ago. But okay, let's go back here. We'll pull up the next one.
We should see if they paid.
Hit the wrong button. This is the next one coming up. 4 minutes.
Those are cool.
Yeah, this is cool. Oh, let me show some photos. This is what I should have done. The other one, we're getting kind of. Yeah, this is also from the train locker, right? And it's
Blackhawk.
Yeah, this is from Elite Force. We found lots of action figures, and those sold really well. And this, look, it's all weathered. I think I actually have the same. No, not this one. It's the
in the shell in the room.
It's a similar one, yeah, but it's Ultimate Soldier helicopter that the guy had out of the box.
You haven't been in a real hurry to sell that one.
No, it's cool. It's cool. A lot of detail. It just looks cool. It looks like it was in battle.
Yeah, these are really nice quality.
And they're not terribly common, especially not in the box like this. $300 is very low. It should be, I think I had it listed for $500 or $600 and it hadn't sold. And because it's such a big piece, that's why I put it on auction. I want it gone. Mm-hmm. I want the big stuff gone. I don't have a lot of room in the garage. So it's constantly, I need stuff to be moving.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see.
I already read this. Okay, so let's see. Dawn said, forgot you were going live tonight.
Thanks for being here, Dawn. Yeah, we don't usually go Thursdays, right?
Yes. Becky says, I saw a guy that did the Amazon pallets and the whole pallet was garbage. Ooh.
I've seen videos like that too. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll be honest with you. The reason I am in this business is it's not to find inventory to sell, right? We're in this business because we want to find the gold. We want to find the guns. We want to find the treasures.
And cool
things. Antiquity. Yeah, even cool stuff I get excited about. I get excited about finding pennies, but
I like finding history.
But for real, we're not doing that. Yeah, the history, anything old, we love it.
Ephemera is cool to find.
You don't get any of that in a pallet for the most part. You don't. You get inventory.
You don't get a story. Money. You don't get a story either.
But to me, it's boring. But that's me. I don't mind dealing. And also, if you don't want to deal with junk, you're a germaphobe or you have allergies to dust, because a lot of people do. That is the reality of storage lockers.
Am I a germaphobe?
No, you just have a detest for dirtiness. But I usually edit out all the sneezing I do, because yeah.
They're from Fresno. Oh,
Fresno. Cool.
Fresno. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
where are we at?
Someone said they saw someone get an iPhone 12 out of it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's super cool.
Yeah. That is definitely cool. But
Marcy's from Hawaii. Aloha.
Got 1.5 minutes. We're at $300. It hasn't budged. That was the starting bid. And this is going to be a good deal for someone, but I don't mind. I mostly just want it to be out of my garage. I want some space because we got more stuff bringing in. I did see a question earlier. Have we cleared everything out? And do I have a lot in the garage and our other lockers still? We have a ton. I don't even know if we've listed half. If we have, we've listed and sold. I mean, between what's currently listed and what's already sold, probably 50 to 60% of the locker. But that's a rough estimation.
So Jim Jackson says hi. Hey there, Jim Jackson.
What's up, Jim? Are you watching us on Facebook? That's cool.
And then Tanya's here from Missouri. And Jim Jackson, I'm saying hello to you. Hello, Jim Jackson. You can't miss that.
Okay, it might be a different Jim Jackson soon.
Well, if it's not, then he's feeling pretty special. That's okay.
The
Secondhand Smoking Barbecue says, hey guys, new viewer here. Well, welcome. And I love that name, Secondhand Smoking Barbecue.
That's funny.
That's a good secondhand smoke barbecue. I like that. That's good. It's clever. So Jim Jackson said, ha, ha, ha. So it is him.
If Israel's going 320 on that,
he said, love y'all.
He's waiting. Laverne's asking, are we getting the stuff back from the store? We haven't done anything with that. I'm hoping that they're going to be starting to sell it.
We're getting it back.
Okay, Janice says we're getting it back, but
we're trying to give them a chance.
So 305. Israel, I thought you were going 320.
Only if he had to.
Oh, maybe that was Israel. I don't know. 305. That's a deal.
Did
That's
Israel?
a good deal.
Yeah, it's a really good deal. Did Israel buy it? Let's see. Can we tell? We don't want to affiliate.
I'm not sure if we can tell. All right. Next up is another big vehicle, I guess you call it. This is a what is it? A Corsair, World War II.
A Corsair.
I also had this one listed around, I think, 500-ish.
Dude, people are getting deals.
And I dropped it to 300 so we get the bidding started. Show you some close-ups. This is a really cool piece. Your dad liked this one. He's like, that's cool.
Dad, if you're watching, bid.
Both those pieces I pulled out when your dad was with me. So it's fun.
Oh, my dad loves stuff. He would keep everything if he went to the lockers.
But anything military is just cool.
He loves military stuff. That's true. He does.
This one also 300, only one bid at the opening.
All right, we'll take it.
Andrew's asking, what are reliable places to buy pallets? I don't know. I have had people tell me where I should go if I want to, but I don't remember. I have a terrible memory.
I want to say hi to Anthony, AJ from Philly. What's up? I want to say hi to Sue from Indiana. She loves watching us. And Mandy is from the UK. Love your videos, and you have a beautiful family. Thank you, guys.
Israel said they sniped it.
Oh, sorry, Israel. That's okay.
We have some friends. She hasn't been, but I have some friends out in Stockton, Werner and Christy, and they buy pallets, and they do very well. Okay. They do very well with them. Yeah.
Are they the ones you visit with at the Stockton flea market? Oh yeah, with the kid.
A daughter. Yeah, they're really nice. I like them a lot.
Linda is saying hello from Indiana. She's 71 years old and love watching you guys. You're so much fun.
That's so cool.
I watch you and most of your friends out there. Plus, what the hell, so much fun. Thank you for all you do. That's very nice, Linda. Thanks for dropping in and hanging out with us. We have 443.
Do you watch the Storage Auction Pirate? He's here in the chat tonight. He's a friend of ours. He's here. He does the exact same thing. He's been doing it way longer than me.
Yeah.
And
well, he's been doing it way longer than me.
And he puts out videos a lot more than me too. He puts them out almost every day. Hi from Southeast Arizona. Love watching videos on Facebook. Thanks, Kathy. Man, Facebook's been giving us the slight lately, though. They are not promoting us. I think that they went away from they don't like the long format anymore. They like a short format. That's
they're
the trendy
listening
thing.
to you right now.
Good. And but we're going to keep popping out those long formats because I know some of you still, but I think you have to find them, right? You have to go to our page or whatever and find them to watch them. They're not coming up in the feed like they used to.
Hey, Margaret. Julie's here from Australia. Love you guys and your videos. And we have
awesome.
Kathy here from Arizona. Sweet. Lots of people are moving to Arizona here. And Brandy is here from Canada, Calgary. That's where all the Hallmark movies are filmed.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Right? Yeah.
It's so pretty. And Elaine's like, what's this all about? It's on my feed.
We are doing something a little different. We just watching some of our items close on eBay auctions. And the relevance is that all these items we found in that train locker that we have aired, I think 15 videos or something like that on. And
is it coming to an end?
It's coming close to an end. I think we got 2 more videos for this locker. And best locker we've ever bought. I mean, best locker we're ever going to buy. I mean,
probably.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it would be cool if it wasn't.
Of course, but it's just
We can only drink.
Being realistic, it probably is 99.5% chance it is the best. But we don't mind if there's a close second.
Hi, Sherry. A new viewer, John here from Philly. Great channel and informative. Thank you. Joanne is also here from Ohio, and she used to buy storage units 20 years ago.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
That's super OG storage buyers. Boo. It's kind of funny because Jack and I both had reseller family members. So like we both,
sold. Wasn't paying attention. Sold.
That's okay. Sold 300.
300. All right. Well, yeah.
That's okay.
It's going to be gone.
Fun.
And it's $300. I mean, that's still a great sale, but
yeah.
This one is exciting.
Ooh.
Okay, so now this one, we find these came in those like green boxes and some of them are black boxes. And they're beautiful. I mean, any of the things in the locker that I'd say if I was going to start collecting anything in that locker, these and those tractors are what I would think were the most coolest. There's the box right there, Classic Mint. We found those, and we found, I don't know, it's coming up next.
This is cross collectible, right?
Lone Star is the other. Yeah, because you got miniature. People collect miniatures.
Tractor.
And it's HO scale, so it can go with the train sets. But also people who are truckers and collect that kind of stuff.
And it's a train thing too, so it's kind of cross.
I mean, these are small and they are beautiful.
This is very different too. It's unique.
Super high quality.
Look at all the detail.
I mean, amazing quality. Heavy. I think it's brass, painted brass.
So pretty.
So pretty.
Yeah.
And
how many bidders do we have on that?
Pieces move, like that little back piece hinges up.
Sweet.
It's pretty dope. But I don't collect really much of anything. So 2 bids, 1,025. It's pretty solid. I opened it, I think, at 1,000. So yeah. Jack,
did you ever get any of your trains back from the hobby shop, Yumiko?
No, we haven't done that yet.
Hey, Tim.
We've not even contacted them since I said I want to come for my stuff, and they said, "Oh, we're sorry about the delay. We're sending you a check right now." And it was like, what? Storage Auction Parts asking, what am I taking my eBay photos with? I just take them with my phone. I have a better camera than that, but it's more about speed and convenience. This is just with the iPhone. It's not great, but it's okay. It's good enough.
Marcy Lynn says she watches us on both platforms, and when the notification she's getting them from Facebook.
That's great. That's great. I just don't know why we have 270,000 followers, but we get like 30,000 views on a video. So.
Tim Freestone's in the house. Hello, Tim.
What's up, Tim? Thanks for being here.
We got someone from Carson City, Nevada. I saw up a little here. Oh, there you go, Donna.
Nice. Nice.
Jane is here from Canada. We got a lot of people from Canada today. Alabama, Dawn Gentry Smith. Huh. Jack, as the seller, can you see the hidden bids or possible sniping bids by outside eBay apps? Great question.
I think so. But so here's the deal. Right now, we're not logged in under my account because when we found this out last time we did this live, it doesn't show the countdown, the ticker. I had to keep refreshing. So when I'm logged in, it doesn't do a live countdown like that. So I log in under a different browser that's not logged into the account, or you could log out, but I'd log in with a different browser. But yes, I think you can click on the bids and see more. Let's see about right here. Now it's asking me to log in if I want to see the bids. So right there, if you click on bids, I don't know. Maybe as a...
Oh, because I can't even do it because it'll log me right into you too, huh?
Yeah. So
same thing.
But maybe you just need to be logged in to see the bids. But I do think you can see a little more info. Joseph says, I love those die-cast vehicles. Is there any other payment service you accept other than PayPal? Well, these are being sold through eBay. So any eBay accepts credit cards and debit cards and all kinds of stuff now. So these would be purchased. But for our live auctions, we also, we do, those are happen on Monday nights. We do the live auction. We accept PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. Yeah.
And then Yvonne says, hello from Australia. Absolutely love the train locker vids.
Thank you.
And Gertan, is it Gertan from Belgium? Wow. That's super cool. We have some people here. Susan's here from Mexico. And let's
Carol.
roll Tina. Hi.
Carol says she can see the bids if you click on it.
Okay, Carol, give us some updates.
Linda says, I watched Jeebus, Stalker, Pirate, and love to all the crew.
Oh, that's sweet.
Mhm.
That's nice.
That's cool.
Yeah. Very, very cool. All right. So how much time do we have left on this bad boy?
1 minute. A little over 1 minute. A little less than
Tim's
1
like,
minute.
I never thought something like this would be worth that much money. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. And I found another one.
Mike says, I'm going to pick
Yesterday.
up pizza from a family. Don't miss Jack on the piano and Jana on the guitar.
That's
That would
funny.
not be a good time. Let me just tell you.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Sandra's asking, did you give an update on the train locker? I mean, the updates are, someone had asked where we're at with sales. We're just almost about to hit 110,000 in sales. That's after expenses. And I'm obviously not talking about the $1 expense for the other unit. I'm talking about like PayPal fees, shipping costs, also renting the locker, and what are the costs we have?
A full overview.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying I give numbers after costs. I don't do gross sales. So that's what we basically are free and clear on.
Mm-hmm.
But the other updates is we did have 14 boxes left. I went there yesterday. I opened 6 more. They're the big totes, so it took a while. And we're close on this. 1,050. I'm surprised it really didn't pop up more at the end. The last one did. But I'm happy with that. $1,000 for a little piece of metal.
That's so crazy, right?
Yeah, but they are really.
You have a nice big star by your name.
These are special, though. You know, those are special. I think so.
You're special, honey.
Thanks, Jana. Wow, all this affirmation. There we go. There's another one very similar. Probably should use a different photo there as the key photo. But this is the Lone Star. So this I started lower at 500. We've got 550 with 7 bids. And this is, we sold one last time for 525. What?
Yeah, and we sold one on auction for a real good deal, didn't we?
We sold one for 200 on the auction.
Yeeks.
In our live auction.
Yikes.
And then the next week or a couple weeks later did the eBay, sold for 525. And right now we got 550 on this one. And they were identical. But sometimes you get good deals at our live auctions. So make sure you come if you haven't before.
We're not going to dwell on that. Yep.
No, we know the game. Sometimes it works in our benefit and we're getting more than we expected. And sometimes we get less than we expected. And overall, it all balances out. And more importantly, it's fun and quick. We sell a lot in one night and people have fun doing it. So
yeah, it's
an
experience.
We like it. So we're at 550.
Joseph, want to read that one? 19 watchers on this one. Wow, that's a lot.
Oh, thank you, Joseph. Just want you and Jana to know your site excels over all the others. In my opinion, you have a gift for connecting with your viewership. Thank you so much.
Really sweet. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Maybe our secret sauce is just that we just have fun and just tell it like it is.
It's just the way.
I mean, I started this business as a hobby and decided to make videos for fun, purely for fun. Just like told the kids, like, I think I'll make some YouTubes. What do you think? And they're like, yeah, Dad, that'd be cool. And then it led to this. I mean, really, this is like never any high expectations for what we took on this path. But I do say we take it seriously and we do work really hard. But I really appreciate that feedback. But we're still having fun.
Yeah, I was saying earlier that it's kind of funny because we both started reselling when we were kids. And then we went away from it and had careers and businesses. And then it kind of came full circle. Yeah,
the reselling for sure. It's in our blood.
It was my first job as a kid, and yours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were
10 years old.
We worked at the same flea market. I think I was 11 or 12 when I started, and right at the same time. Never knew each other. No, we were at the same flea market. I knew his cousins.
Both working for families. I mean, my mom had the business. Me and my sister worked for her. Her uncle had a business, and her and her cousins worked for him.
My uncle and aunt. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My cousins had their own business out there. My uncle and my cousins, and she knew them, but she didn't know me because
you kept your shirt on.
My cousins were all hunks.
No, it's because they walked around barefoot with no shirts on.
And they're buffed, and they
would talk a lot.
And they had long hair.
Yeah, and they'd be like, "Socks,
they're from Santa Cruz."
It's
funny, huh?
It is funny. I was too young.
I was just chubby, nerdy comic book kid, like totally shy.
Ellie said, "Oh, that's sweet."
Thank you, Ellie. He says, "I think you're an amazing couple, dream team."
Oh, well, that's so sweet. We're gonna put that in our bio, man.
Dream team. Actually, in our previous business, which was advertising, I felt like we were a dream team too, because Gianna was the salesman and I was sort of the whatever systems guy
and admin. You're really good at all that, but you made me better at admin, so that was helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I sold too. I definitely
for sure
my share of sales, but we had our strengths that were like filling in where we were not as strong, you know. So Israel says, "Stop giving Jack compliments or he will believe it."
That's funny.
And Mama G says, "I like dream team."
I do too, Mama G. You're part of that dream team.
And Esther asks, "How long have you been doing this?" I thought I almost missed this. 16 seconds, 5:50 still. We're almost going to close this one. So
2009?
No, it was 11. 10. It was after the show came out, Storage Wars. Oh my goodness, look at that. 692.
Oh!
Wow. Okay, that really popped up at the end. So the last time we sold that exact truck went for 525. So that's the way it works sometimes. So sometimes we get a little more.
That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But like Vintage Angel Treasure said, there were 19 people. So that's why.
I started that one lower, so it had more legs on it to go up, I guess, maybe. Because $1,000, not that many people want to bid in that range. Okay, this one does not have any bids yet. This is the George Bush Overland. Beautiful train.
That's a good deal for it.
Yeah, we sold one last week. I listed for $1,500, and it got a bid right at the end for $1,500. And I don't know what, couple bucks. I don't remember.
Do we have watchers on this? Because they'll tell us, right? Oh, 42 watchers right here.
Oh yeah, 42 watchers. A lot of people watching this one, and these are cool. So, and I may have mentioned in our live on Monday that we connected with a private buyer who is local, who came and bought our really high-end trains, those micro Medikit trains. Those were selling for like 2,000 plus. And I talked to him about this one, and he goes, "Oh, 1,500," because he looked at our auction on eBay, and he's like, 1,500. It's a little high for that. And I was like, "Well, I sold one last week for 1,525," and he's like, or whatever it was, 15 something. He's like, "You did?" And he's like, "Well, that's pretty good because they're not really worth that much." So, but I've seen comps for higher. No, he knows his stuff too. But I said, well, but the thing is, we're looking at comps. Mine is brand new. Like never. I was taking the styrofoam off, and this is like mint, and there's not very many out there in mint. You know, the last one we sold also had a nick in the wood box. It had a nick. This one right here is perfect. So, anyways,
definitely a good deal.
I thought 1,500 was way too cheap last week, but he was giving me confidence that no, this is 1,500 is a good price. But what I am learning also is that
he's also buying things from you too.
But what I'm learning about also is that inflation is affecting this market here too. Comps are not really applicable. I'm putting stuff above the last comp and selling. Not always, but we are selling. Like these things are appreciating, not because they're becoming more collectible. I think because the cost of everything's going up. Or dollars losing its value, maybe it's more likely. Huh?
Jeffrey was just saying, how much of the train locker do you still have to list? But you kind of already answered that. You have about half left.
I have about half.
I'd say half.
40 to 50% of it probably still left to list. It might be more. It's hard because I have a lot in the garage that's not yet listed, but I also started putting some in my personal lockers. I have 2 other lockers, and it's, I don't know, I've lost track. It's spread out now. So also, I spread it out because I'm like, hey, if our house burns down or a plane hits the locker, or God forbid someone breaks into one of our lockers, they won't get very much because it's all spread out. It'll only take a little bit.
Thanks, Judy.
Okay.
So someone else was saying, Dave Taylor was saying that the seller can...
Israel's saying it's blurry. I'm looking on one here, the feed, and it's not blurry. So
it's blurry for Israel because he needs to hit that scroll and make his video quality up to 720. I don't know why YouTube is doing that lately.
Oh, good point. Okay, so yeah, there you can set the video quality. Mama G's saying 720, you can go higher, or maybe it's even at 480. So you can adjust it. It's in the little settings bar, but also if you refresh, sometimes that'll fix it too. If you refresh your browser.
Hey, Karen Lord.
Hey, Karen.
Suzanne says, what I love most about you guys is you have the knowledge you have about what you find, and basically that you don't toss things aside, you research it. And we really do try to research as much as we can. There's some things we've learned, I think too, like this stuff, we're like, that's not going to be worth anything. This just happened last week. And then we looked it up and we're like, oh my gosh, that actually has total value. Like we would never have guessed that. And we were going to put that in the flea market.
I mean, I appreciate that, Suzanne.
Yeah.
But I mean, compared to these other guys that do this business and have done it for a lot longer, they have a wealth of knowledge. And I'm still feel like a greenhorn, really. And I'll give you an example, like with the train locker, and one of the first days I was there, we found that Walkman, which we sold at the last auction earlier this month. And in that same box was a pair of headphones, which I saw the foam was all deteriorating, and I'm like, right in the garbage. And then people watched it and said, don't throw that away. That's sometimes worth more than the Walkman. Thankfully, not in this case. That Walkman was super valuable. But the headphones alone, probably $200. And the foams, you just replace the foams with new foam. So I probably threw out $200. And
you didn't tell me that.
I did. You just probably forgot or blocked it out, but I did. But I wouldn't have even known that if someone didn't comment. I wouldn't have thought twice or said, what? Or can they be right? And I looked it up. I'm like, oh, they're right.
They're telling you it's all
$1,500. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so sweet.
Everyone's like, it's sold.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. $1,500. That's good. I'm happy.
It's a great deal.
We found one of these the first day in the locker, and I listed for $2,750. Didn't get any buyers, so I dropped it $2,500. So now I feel like $1,500 is probably the going rate, because obviously we did not have multiple bids on that. So good.
Angels Vintage said someone must have bid at the very last second.
They're probably watching it.
Yeah, that's super cool. Maybe if it's someone in the chat, say hello. Okay. That's really cool.
We have a 10-minute gap here. So this one is, we found a lot of the overland trains, the brass trains. So I don't sell very many on eBay. I've listed only a couple. And I do have some private buyers that are interested in these. One of them, I think I'm supposed to get in photos, and I keep forgetting to do that. They've been very patient with me, basically. This one, I may affect the sale here. This is a stock photo right here. That's what it looks like. But ours is in the bag sealed, and I don't know if I want to open it.
No way, right, Mama G? That takes the value away, I think.
Do not open it.
Yeah, that's not.
No.
So, yeah, I hope that's the right thing. But then if people can't see it, I don't know. And also, it raises. Yeah, I mean, makes me nervous about a scammer. Saying, "Oh, you sent me this."
Don't give them ideas.
Piece of wood wrapped in a bag. Yeah,
we've had a few of that on this locker.
It happens
frustrating.
But yeah, true collector. That's why I was hoping to hook up with private collectors, and not go through eBay, because then I feel like there's more of a trust level there, and they know what they know what it is without me having to explain or show pictures. So, but here we got one bid, 900. I think that came in earlier today or yesterday.
And what's the minimum on this?
Yeah, I started it at 900.
Okay.
These are pretty rare trains, but 900. I wasn't going to give this one up for cheap, basically. I started it at a fair price. Yeah, it is in mint. Never been handled since they've shipped it from the factory.
And just so people understand, it's like impossible to find these mint. A lot of the stuff you're putting
It's very rare. Yeah.
Very, very rare. And that's why the collectors are going crazy over it.
Right now, it's impossible probably to find one anywhere, but they do come up every now and then.
Jill Ritter's here from Indiana. Hello.
Wow, Sharon Kent from Mexico City.
Yeah, I've had a couple people from Mexico, which is really cool. Sherry said, got that better last second left. Sold on that. Super exciting. So we got how many more items after this one?
Just 2 more.
Wow.
So last time we did 12 or 13. Mm-hmm. This time I meant to do 10. And then 2 of them were those really high-end trains. And that's how our buyer spotted it, the private buyer. And he saw it on auction, and he is massively into those trains.
That's how he found you?
this is for high-end collectors, and that's the level he's on. Yeah, that's how he found. So he messaged me and said, hey, how much will you take? What's the lowest you'll take on this? And I was like, well, it's an auction. I'm not taking less. I'm hopefully taking more, but we'll have to see on Thursday night. And he's like, do you have any others? And I'm like, yeah, I got like 3 more. And he's like, what do you have? So I sent him pictures, and I said, you know, hey, if you want to discuss those, reach out to me. My contact information is on my YouTube channel, and it's Locker Nuts. So he did, and he came by and did some shopping, and basically
spent like all day here.
Bought pretty much everything I had. So in those with those trains. So there was 2 I had on auction, and he wanted them both, and I had 0 bids. So I pulled them out of auction, which I don't like to do. But if we had a bidder, we would not have done that. We had 0 bids, so I pulled them out and sold to him. So because he spent a lot of money with us. So
Bob Hansen, hello, and Margaret's here from Long Island, New York. Hello.
So anyways,
Elizabeth.
we would have had 10 tonight, but now we're down to 8. That's why there's a little gap a couple of times, right? So
Sue said, I found your videos a couple of months ago. Really enjoyed them from
Thank
Sue
you.
from Ontario. A lot of Canada.
That's awesome.
I love it. So that's all really awesome. Mama G dropped our son's church in the chat. East Hills
Thank you.
Church. Thanks, Mama G.
Yeah, if any of you guys want to join, we're on Facebook too. We do a live stream on Facebook and YouTube every Sunday morning. It's 11 a.m. Pacific, and it's a proud moment for us because 2 of our kids are on the worship team, so they perform music. Griffin on the guitars and vocals, and Grace on vocals, and then Josh, our oldest, is the head pastor. So it's definitely a family affair. Camille volunteers behind the scenes doing the slides for in the audio booth, and I've been getting trained in the audio booth. So.
And I do the welcoming. I'm the welcoming director.
Jana works the door.
I'm the door, and I help them with events. So
yeah,
all right.
Cool.
So let's see. Lynette's here. Hey, Lynette. Elizabeth's here from Pennsylvania, and Dawn is here from North Carolina. We have 438 in the house.
Right on.
Tammy's here from Kentucky, and Linda Clark is here from Riverview, Michigan. Awesome.
Wow. Angels Vintage Treasures auctions are so fun to watch. There was a creamer that sold from the Denver Rio Grande from a seller I've bought from before. She got 125 bids and sold for $3,000.
Okay, what kind of creamer?
Right?
What kind of creamer was it?
Are we talking about the little creamers, the little ceramic creamers?
My dad collects Jewel Tea and a couple other. What kind was it? I'm just curious. Let us know. And Teresa is here from Sweden. Wowza, that's super cool.
So cool. Tammy's from Kentucky. And guys, keep in mind too, if you have questions about buying lockers or questions about our channel or questions about our experience, this is the time to ask it. We don't have like too much time on Mondays for Q&A, but tonight we're more than happy to do that. We're not auctioning the stuff off ourselves. We're just watching it, so it takes the pressure off. And we're happy to answer any questions. We had quite a few already, but if you got questions, please shoot them our way.
It was a creamer from the railroad. Wow.
That's
Jonathan's
neat.
here. Hi, Jonathan. Good to see you.
What's up, Jonathan Alfaro? Thanks for being here.
And Diane is watching us from Massachusetts, between Boston and Worcester. Okay. And Hope Dealer 316. I'm in Colorado, looking to go back to California this summer, to Fresno, to the Bay Area to visit family.
Neat.
Hopefully me and my brother can get back there soon. That's awesome.
Yeah, cool. So we got 2 minutes left on this one. We only have 2 more items. So after this one, the next one's only 5 minutes apart. And then if you guys want, I'll take you outside and check out my new truck.
Because you have the 5 minutes. That's perfect in between.
This one was a 10-minute stretch because I canceled the one in between. Mm-hmm. So this one, and then 5 minutes after that, and then we can go take a look at the truck.
Jack has a question for you. Hey, Jack.
Yeah, Jack, that's funny you asked that because I did talk about that again in the one I filmed yesterday. I still got all those. No, and I have found individual boxes. I found like 3 or 4 of these overland boxes with no trains. So I'm hoping there's some overlands in there. But Gianna went through some white boxes, and there were all empty boxes in there. So I'm almost positive some of those will be in those flat boxes too.
Yeah.
And we'll probably won't get to any of that until long after everything's listed, because I'm going to go for the low-hanging fruit first, you know?
Yeah. I want to say hello to Catherine Bell Harper. She's like, why don't you ever say hi to me? I've tried 25 times. I have not.
Oh my goodness, sorry.
25 times. If somehow we missed you 25 times,
that blind.
That needs a shout out, Catherine Bell Harper.
Thank you,
thank
Catherine,
you for being here.
Persistency pays.
Yeah,
right?
it's the first time we saw it. That's bad.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? I do notice a lot of times names that I'm familiar with pop out to me faster. So,
oh, that's true. Maybe it's your eye, the brain, and the eye.
Yeah, Amy, hello. Wish you guys had done some. Oh, I'm sorry. She fell asleep before the rings. Oh, next time for sure, Amy. Sorry.
We're going to have more rings this next time, too.
Catherine says, yay! That's so funny. Has Grace been practicing driving the Honda? Yeah, Grace has been driving. Yep. Grace, are you working on that learner's permit? Let's come out. Hey,
who's up there? Come say hi, Camille.
Baby.
Angela's got a question here. How do you all decide what's going on eBay taxes? Can I do the lovely? Can I get a Lockers Nuts t-shirt? First, Camille wants to say hi.
Hi.
Oh, and we just sold that train right there for $9.10. Someone just put a $10 higher. It was $900, and someone jumped it to $9.10 right at the last second.
I saw someone actually paid for one thing they bought too, so there's always that.
There's that.
That's the great thing about eBay.
Yeah, it's one thing to sell it,
but you don't have to pay for it.
Last week we sold, like I said, 12 or 13 items. We got all but one payment.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. That was the Java figures. I put it back up for auction and sold it, but not for as much the second time around. Here, you want to say hi?
Hi. Look at that cute girl. We love her.
Hi, baby.
Mom G saying hi.
Hi, G.
Hi, sweet pea.
You're my baby.
Nope.
Mama G's loud and proud there. She's shaking the
Nope.
screen. I love it.
What did I do wrong here?
I don't know.
Nope. What the heck did I do? I don't know what I did. I had it right in the beginning. This one. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's see. We got 4 minutes. 4 minutes left on this. So what do we decide what goes on eBay? I think is the question.
On your eBay taxes.
Oh, eBay taxes is easy because eBay is going to send you a 1099 for everything that's sold if you sold more than $600. So,
yeah, they can choose that, baby.
Yeah, and that's new for this year. Last year was 20,000. So if you're saying what do you pick, if you're not at that 20,000 threshold for last year, 2021, and you're working on taxes, and you want to decide how much you need to claim on your taxes for your eBay sale, say you sold 15,000, how much you want to claim on eBay? That's between you, God, and the IRS. So. And maybe your accountant if you have one. So, or you trust your accountant to share that and
get one.
Come up with the plan. But yeah, I mean, if you don't get 1099, it's up to you, really. I mean, if you get caught, they don't like that. It's a no. It is tax evasion technically, but there's a lot of small sellers that aren't paying the taxes. So, like I said earlier, for us, it hasn't been an issue for years because we've been doing over 20,000. We get 1099. So it's not really an option. If you get 1099,
it was definitely more gray 5 or 10 years ago.
For sure.
Now it's literally the mainstay of so much. Back in the day, it was just kind of willy-nilly, I think. People just
Wild West.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we like
Except for big sellers, they don't really have a choice. But if you're a big seller, you don't want to risk it. But if you're a small seller selling a couple thousand, I get it,
Leah's here from England, UK. She says,
nice.
Been watching since the lockdown. Thanks for keeping us sane during the lockdown. You're welcome.
Walter's asking, have you ever been bidding against Dave?
Yeah, we went to his auction.
So we have not bid against him, but
2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah, when he was the auctioneer.
And he did I will say, he's exactly how he is on the TV show, I thought. With less fanfare that day because he was in charge. I think he took being an auctioneer very seriously.
Yeah.
And he was very conscientious. And I thought he did a great job.
He really did.
Yeah, he loves stuff. You could tell he was interested in what was in the locker.
Oh, you could tell he's a buyer.
Totally. He was like, there was one really fascinating locker, and he was just going through, looking at it like, oh, this is cool stuff.
This is a beautiful train here, the last one of the night. But it does have a broken coupler there, but it's not a big deal. Couplers are not that expensive. Really cool piece here, though. So we'll see how high this goes. I like this one.
But what'd you think of Dave Hester?
I liked it. I wanted to go introduce myself to him and see if he'd do a little.
He was not friendly.
Hello. He wasn't super friendly, but there's a lot of fanboys there, you know. Like guys like,
girls.
oh, you know, Dave Hester, can I get your autograph?
And
you know,
I will say he was very strict about not filming for someone that's filmed. He was like, no cameras out to film anything. You'll be removed from the premises.
Yeah.
It was like really, really strict.
Yeah. Amy's asking, just trains tonight. We did some other stuff earlier. There's a couple planes and a couple of like semi trucks.
Kyle says, what's going on here?
Kyle, what's up? Late to the party.
Late to the party.
Kyle's usually with us on our Monday night events. But I don't blame them. I was a little, not starstruck, but I was a little intimidated. I was.
No,
I'm just
I don't
cool.
get intimidated by that.
There's Dave Hester. Like, wow, this is real, like not on TV. But
I mean, we're friends with Renee, so I don't know. Just to me, it just seems like another person. I don't know, but it was cool. I mean,
it's just cool.
Yeah, I mean, he knows what he's doing for sure. He's definitely not warm and fuzzy though.
No, we got 10 seconds left. We're at 3:35. But he did I was bidding pretty high on a unit. It had a whole bunch of typewriters and what else was in there?
Musical instruments and a lot of vintage things.
Of trumpets and stuff and saxophones. It was definitely a collector. $345 sold.
Sweet.
All right, that was the last auction of the night. But anyways, I think what did I bid on that? $2,500.
And he's like, "Do you have enough cash
he's like,
for that?
You got the cash on you, right?" And I was like, "Me?
Hope so."
And he's like, "Yes." And I'm like, "Yes." And I'm like, "Dang, man, you didn't ask any of these guys. You asked me
like
why
I
look like I have punk written on my
forehead." He did act like he knew who you were though a little.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, because before it started, he's looking right at me
and
saying, "There's no filming at this auction. You are not allowed to film. If you film, you will be asked to leave the premises."
And he was like,
and it's like he's looking right at me, and I'm just like, "What?" And I went, "Like what? Why are you singling me out?" And then I thought, okay, well, maybe he's seen our videos and knows that I do the little sly camera down here. But I'm like it was clearly directed at me. And then it's like, if you know that I'm on YouTube, you're going to call me out for questioning if I have cash. It's like, dude. Well, anyways, he loosened up a little bit with me.
He was nice to me. I thought he was fine.
I bid on a few lockers, and I was only bidding on the good ones, and we bid pretty high.
We didn't buy any from him, though.
We didn't buy anything, though.
No, because they went too high. I think people were trying to impress him. Like, Dave Hester's the auctioneer. I'm going to overpay for this. That's what I kind of felt like.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, okay. But people are overpaying all the time, so including us. We've overpaid for a couple ourselves.
Well, I don't know if they actually overpaid for those lockers. It was just about an hour from us. You have to go over a bridge to get there. And it's like, they were big lockers. So I didn't want to go making 3-4 trips out that far. Unless it was something I was really, really excited about. But they looked pretty good, but I wasn't all in. But if it was here local, I would have been, they would have been mine. I would have bought them. Yeah. No, because I liked them. They were cool.
He gets even super territorial if it's in our 5-mile range. True.
I'm willing to pay more because I'm lazy. Because I don't want to drive an hour.
No, you don't want anyone. You like buying them close to us, don't you think?
Yes, but it's because I don't like driving far, especially not with my ability to move stuff. I can't move a lot of stuff. I have to make multiple trips where other guys can make 1 or 2, right? So I don't like to drive either. I don't like traffic. Everywhere in the Bay Area is traffic. So
I drive all the time.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You have this last
field trips. I take the kids all the time on field trips, sporting. I drive for all their sports, and then I work. And then when I do,
you drive more than me.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. But
thank you.
Sue has got a good question. Does the 1099 include the shipping cost too, or just the sale price? What?
Yes.
Shipping cost?
Yeah.
I think I don't know that for sure, Sue. I don't. If I had to guess, I would say it probably does include the shipping cost, because when I look at my eBay sales, it shows the gross sales, meaning everything the customer paid, including the shipping cost, which is, I don't like that they put that in there.
Cool.
So I think they probably 1099 you on that. But But then when you pay for shipping costs, I don't really know. That's a good question though, because
maybe we should look into this.
Well, because they switched over when it was all on PayPal, it was easy because I could itemize my PayPal, see what came in and what went out, and what went out was the expenses. So I offset the income from expenses. But in the eBay system, we got to make sure, because now they manage the payments, we got to make sure it's all correct that way, right? You want to make sure you count for all the expenses. Yeah, Picker's Warehouse knows how it is. He says, I'm a big fan of lockers that are right down the street. I will pay more for a locker that's local.
John says 1099s should include shipping costs. It is up to you to rack up.
Yeah.
Take your
and Carol says shipping costs would then be an expense. Yeah. So you just need to make sure if you're getting 1099 as income for shipping costs, and you need to make sure you offset that for what when you paid out the shipping costs. So.
All right. You gonna go show them the truck?
For sure.
Let's do it.
And Heidi's asking, can you write the shipping off as an expense? Absolutely. Anything that's directly related to a sale, you can write off. But there's a lot of other stuff you can write off too. Like I was saying earlier, depending on what level of seller you are, you should be writing off a portion of your internet service. You should be writing off a portion of your cell phone expenses. You should be writing off a portion of your computer expense when you buy computers and cameras. You should be writing off all that stuff.
Mike's like, let's see it.
But you'll need to work with an accountant to see what that portion is, how much is fair, based on your level of business. For us, it's a very high percentage because we are all about business around here. I mean, I work like all the time. And most of the stuff I buy is for the business. Like a truck. There's my segue into the truck. Like a truck we just bought, that was bought through our business and was even titled to our business.
Yes.
For sure, Mama G. She had a question. So let's go. Okay. Let me flip my camera. I'm going to take you guys outside and see my new truck because it's exciting. I mean, to us, it's exciting because, like I said, I've had the other truck for over 9 years. And the idea with this truck, obviously, was to get something bigger because I outgrew the other truck. If I didn't need something bigger, I would still be driving the Honda because I love the Honda. I do. And I'm glad that Grace has taken it because I don't want it to leave the family. And if Grace doesn't want it, my dad wants it. So it's a great truck. Great truck. Heidi's saying if you are using your garage strictly for business, you can even write off part of your house.
Our whole entire garage is business.
yeah.
And actually part of our house.
Used to have Miata out there with it, but no, the Miata's gone. All our personal stuff is out in a storage. Yeah.
One of the bedrooms is used.
Part of this room is
and this.
in the whole extra bedroom there. So we definitely qualify for a home office expense. And if you're doing a decent amount of business, definitely take it. If you're renting, you can write off a portion of the rent. If you're you can write off a portion of your mortgage. This is giving me fits again. Look at this. It's bumping me out on here.
All right, well, you better get going.
Okay, I need you to pay attention, though, because you might need to put me back in.
And how would I do that?
Just like you always did before. Okay. Gotta mute that. Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah, so I'm staying here.
You're staying here. I'm gonna go outside, but if this bumps me out, you need to put me back in.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Aw, Luna. Mama G, can you hear me?
All right.
I can hear you, yeah, but the TV's going back here.
There's our
So I was
garage right
trying
now.
to
If you guys are curious what the garage looks like. Oh, look at this. While the garage is opening. Oh, don't look at that. That came out of a recent locker. It's a spoiler. Look at my shelves over here. Pretty stock full. That's all stuff that's already been listed on eBay. And
Wow.
this is like miscellaneous stuff. Sometimes I tell you guys, oh, we had a little lot of stuff. Finally got full. There's a little lanyard lot. There's a little Disney lot we started, that kind of stuff. Here's where I ship all our packages out. A little bit more boxes of inventory. And, of course, everywhere is boxes, like cardboard boxes everywhere. But check it out. Boom. I can't hear anything, so.
We can hear you. You're doing great.
Oh, now I can hear you. My volume was down. Okay, so, yeah, guys, check this out. It's pretty. Denali it's a 2500 GMC, so it like is rated to tow 1,800 pounds or 18,000 pounds. I mean, the Honda, this guy right here, that was rated to tow 4,500. So now I've got 4 times the towing power, which I think I may have overbought. I don't know if I'm even going to need that. It's a diesel. So we got the GMC diesel's pretty good on gas. I'm not exactly sure where yet because I really haven't driven it very much at all. But it is really pretty. I'm really happy. Oh geez, I don't have my keys. Hang on.
Okay. Wow. Truck cam.
Hopefully I didn't get
What
bumped
year?
off. My mom just called me.
It's this year.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Nope, I can't hear you. So she disabled our audio. Hang on a second, guys. I can't hear Jana now because sometimes we get calls. It messes me up.
We can hear you fine.
Okay, good. Well, you can hear me. I guess that's more important than me hearing Jana. But yeah, that's the problem with using a phone as a camera. You get one call a day from somebody, and it's always when you're in the live. There's the inside. Check this out. It's pretty dope. It's got bows. It's got, and luckily it's got this because this is a much bigger truck for me. I prefer the low one. But yeah, pretty nice. It's very intimidating to drive. This thing feels like it's a monster truck, and it kind of is a monster truck. It's really big. It's bigger than my van. It's longer and wider, and I'm not used to that big, but look at this. It's kind of hard to get the angle right, but it is wider than the van and longer. So, but the whole idea, like I said, about buying this thing was to get the ability to tow more and move more stuff. So next up, I'm going to need a bigger trailer. That was the plan. It's got a bigger bed too, so it does have that also. It's not just a trailer. I can also move more stuff with the bed, but not as much as the van. So I kind of got like, 3 options now for moving, and it's gonna be a level up for sure. Next comes a big trailer, and I'm shopping right now, and our friend Storage Auction Pirate is giving me advice because he's bought many trailers and knows a lot about it, and I don't know very much about it. So let me hop back in here.
Pickers Warehouse said ride.
Yeah, it's cool, huh?
They want to know how much diesel gas is.
Diesel gas, I think, is $6.69 a gallon right now here at our local station, which is down the street. I can get it cheaper a couple of towns over. But from what I hear, they said that gas prices are going to rise again.
What?
Yeah.
How can they rise more?
I don't know. Catherine's saying put the logo on the side. I would love to, and that's one of the great things about getting the black, because it will really pop the look like this, But the Homeowners Association here has a real strict policy about logos, company logos on vehicles. They consider that to be a commercial, and you're not supposed to park commercials here. So it's like, well, is a YouTube channel, does that count as a business? I think it does.
That's like a funny. Linda, it's the same line as you, same color.
Yeah, that's what I have, the burgundy. And I think mine's a 2011. But my dad had the 06, which I think is the first year they came out. And he ran it to almost 500,000 miles. Never had a problem.
Unbelievable.
He replaced a lot of stuff like the wheel bearings and all this weird stuff that like truckers do to their cars because of high mileage. But that car never left him stranded. It never broke down on him. And mine didn't either. They're good trucks. They really are. But already I've gotten some comments from people saying, like at the dealership, a couple guys were like, "Oh, you got a real truck finally." And I'm just like, "Man,
at the dealership."
I'll put 130,000 miles on this truck, and then we'll see. So I haven't had nothing wrong with my Ridgeline. It's been,
They're saying to name it Train or something.
Oh, that's a great idea.
The Train.
Choo choo. I love that.
Choo choo's.
Yeah, I can get a magnetic sign and take it off. Kind of funny, before I started the YouTube channel, when I was doing the advertising still, I started a side business mainly for fun. We were painting lawns. There's a lawn, not
you were painting lawns. Let's be real clear. Yeah.
Painting lawns. When we're in a drought perpetually in California, but for a few years that was really bad. And the water restrictions were so severe, everyone's lawns around here turned yellow, as in parts of the other parts of the country too, but it's a big thing around here. And so we were painting them green, and that was the thing. And making a few $100. I mean, I got it down. I was making about $100 an hour when I really got it down. Once I learned and got the right equipment, got it dialed in, I was making about $100 an hour. But it was out in the baking sun. But I loved it. I loved the
a nice little season
physical work. Good way to put it.
Yeah,
it was a season, but I had the magnetic signs, slap,
and you had people call you after you were done, like, oh, wanting to use you again, which was cute. Also, I think the other question someone said, oh shoot, I just forgot it, dang it, had to do something with what were we talking about before the magnets, the truck. Look now, hold on. You go ahead.
Yeah, the magnetic signs are not expensive either. They're super cheap, unless you get something fancy.
Dang it, it was something really good, actually, they were saying. Oh, well. My mind is astray.
I saw a couple other ones here. Linda, great. She says, we had a 16-foot Wells cargo with the E-track along the walls to haul our modular train layout. Oh, how cool. And it had a ramp door. That's similar to what I'm thinking about getting, a 7x16. And Storage Auction Pirates he just told me about the E-track. I mean, I didn't know what it was. He said it's called E-track. Like yesterday, he just told me that. I never knew that. So
cool.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll get, like exactly that with the ramp door, of course, because I move so much by myself. So it's important with those heavy items like an armoire or a fridge to have that ramp so you can wheel it up, not lift it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a highlighted comment. What's that from?
That's what I have.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Let's see. Yeah, but anyways, big deal around here.
Oh, sub to Locker Nuts. That's what I was going to say.
Subscribe.
Mama G put it. If you haven't subbed, if you're on Facebook and you haven't subscribed to Locker Nuts, make sure you join and subscribe. And if you are on YouTube and you haven't followed him on Facebook, make sure you like his Facebook page, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Haggy Farts is in the house. What's up? So funny.
It's a new truck, Angels Vintage Treasures. Yeah.
Yeah, bought it new. Man, used cars is so hard to find around here. So, plus I do plan to keep it for a long time. So we'll put the mileage on and hopefully it'll be dependable for a very long time.
Yes, he did get the cool tailgate too.
Oh yeah, Chris, I didn't show that.
Yeah.
It's got that little flip down with the step ladder that folds down, and it's even got a geyser bar that pops out so you grab it, pull yourself up. And I seen that on the
qualify for the geyser bar.
Absolutely. I saw that stuff in the commercials and I'm like, come on, who needs that? Be a man and climb in your truck. And then I get it and I'm like, ooh, this is kind of nice. I'm gonna get used to this. It's so easy.
Good back saver.
It is an ankle saver because when I jump down off the truck, my ankles get messed up. So
Jeff had a question for you. What was the best locker you ever made money on?
That's by far the train locker.
Yeah,
it's a good question, but yeah, by far the train locker.
And then I'd say Eileen Fisher.
Probably the Eileen Fisher locker. Yeah, for sure the Eileen Fisher locker. The Rich Lady locker was also really good, but the Eileen Fisher had a lot of brand new merchandise and a lot of jewelry. And the Rich Lady.
Tim.
Bye, Tim. Thanks for being here.
Speaking of which, it's 6:48.
Nice.
Wow, I cannot believe it's almost been 2 hours. It's
Yeah.
real quick.
Almost 2 hours. All right. Well, anyways, guys, we'll probably wrap up. I mean, I wanted to share the truck. We teased about it on Monday's event, but yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal because it's going to change everything. Like already I'm thinking, like when I go to the flea market, so I'm now going to need like 4 booths because that with the trailer is going to be like huge.
Well, if you have that much stuff, yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Casual Flipper, hello, welcome.
What's up, Casual Flipper? Yeah, definitely got to adjust things and prepare.
Do you want to answer one more question before you go? Laura asked, what's the weirdest or funniest thing you've ever found in a locker?
I don't know. Funniest, I don't know.
Funniest. Or weirdest.
Weirdest, I mean, I think the weirdest things I always find are like teeth. People keeping like their teeth in there. And we've sold some of the teeth until, well, actually, as the dentures I got, eBay said, no, don't do that anymore. But I have sold some dentures on eBay. It's just funny. I don't know. I think it's funny. But yeah, finding teeth, fingernails, hair.
Hair's weird.
I kind of get hair just because people keep locks of their baby's hair or whatever.
I don't get hair.
I don't know. I think
but everyone
anything
has their thing.
Bodily related is weird to keep, but yeah, I'm not judging if you guys keep it. I'm sure you have your reasons or
each to their own.
That's right. Let's put it that way.
The voodoo stuff, definitely, Jamie.
Good point. Yeah.
That was the creepiest stuff. Yeah, Jackson.
That was creepy stuff. I do agree.
It was dark.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I wasn't like, ooh, I'm fine.
It doesn't matter. It feels dark.
No, it's just weird. It's just weird knowing someone like actually, yeah, like
it's dark.
Yeah, and thinks that has powers or whatever. It's like, I don't want stuff like that. That thing, maybe I mentioned this many times before, but that pot or whatever it was, the urn and all the chicken bones and weird stuff, that I never asked the facilities use their dumpster because they don't really usually like you to, unless they're like, can someone please take this locker and tell you what, if you take it, I'll let you use my dumpster.
Is that true?
That time I asked, can I please use your dumpster just for one thing? Like, I really don't want to put that in my car and I definitely don't want to take it home. And they're like, yeah, no problem.
He's like, my wife's not letting me come home with that.
Strange statue with animal skulls. I think that was also the voodoo one, I think.
Yeah.
And then I did put my hand on some soiled underwears. That was gross.
That is something I never want to think about.
Jan didn't watch that one.
I didn't.
I didn't tell her to because I didn't. Not particularly proud of that moment.
My hand with that. That's.
Well, I went in and washed my hands.
I'm gonna get hand sanitizer for you now on that. Ugh. Yeah, that's pretty
dry. It was pretty dry.
Honey, that does not make it okay. This is disgusting. All right, let's move the subject over.
Carrie says my mom kept a part of the umbilical cord from her babies.
I did too.
You still have it?
I might. I think I stopped after the first two because I was like, what am I gonna do? This is gross.
Marty says gloves come in handy. So I've been told. I tell you, I get a lot of comments about why don't you wear gloves?
Yeah, he should.
Thank you, Jana.
But it is hard to handle.
I love being told what I should do.
But it is hard to handle things. You actually can't stand to be told, but that's
Yeah. But if you guys were filming in units, then you know what I'm talking about. Going from gloves to phone or even to GoPro, like working, most things are touchscreen. It's very hard with gloves. There are gloves that work, but those aren't gloves that give you that much protection. So you have that trade-off. And to take gloves off and constantly be doing my phone or adjusting the GoPro that is a whole side that you guys don't see. And it is a big factor because there's a lot of that going on in between scenes. But also, yeah, like Jana's saying, the small stuff, touching small stuff, it's really hard. You lose your dexterity with the gloves. Even in the train locker, I was trying to wear gloves and I couldn't. Yeah, it's hard.
Because you can't open things, you can't handle things well. It's really challenging. And also, I think somehow people think like, oh, I'm wearing gloves, it's clean now. Like, I just wash my hands and use hand sanitizer all the time.
Mm-hmm. And besides poking yourself with a needle or something, there's not very much harm.
Keeps our immunity strong.
There's that too. But there's not much harm in dealing with dirty stuff unless you have a cut or something, as long as you sanitize them hands afterwards. And I keep sanitizer in the car. I keep wipes. I keep everything.
Purse.
And at home, obviously the bathroom's right there. I go in and wash with hot water and soap. What? Because sometimes I unbox here.
Okay, last question. Someone said.
Not necessarily the last question, but
here. Yeah. Right here.
A question.
Do you get sad when you find out the history of people?
Absolutely. Sometimes, yes.
And what they went through.
Sometimes, yes. There's definitely sad stories behind many lockers.
Yeah, I have I have quite a few of them memorized, like the stories of like the tragedies and things. I mean, they kind of stick with you. Some lockers more than others, for sure.
For sure, yeah.
Like some of the family, I enjoy not reading sad things, but like listening to the journeys, like that are older. I think it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Linda Johnson says, I'm new to the channel. Do you make a living buying lockers? We do, but obviously our living is also supplemented with video revenue. And in the later years of doing this, because I've been doing it for about 11 years, in the later years, we now sell a lot on live auctions on our YouTube channel. And that's been another great revenue source. So I'm only saying that because a lot of buyers out there don't have that aspect, the YouTube revenue and the ability to sell on YouTube. And that's
Well, it seems Jack and Jana have froze with us again. So we're just gonna say hi, you guys. What's happening? Yeah. No, where did they go? There they are again.
okay. Let's see. Now I just got to put us on, huh?
I put you on. I unmuted you. And I've got to figure out how to make you big now. Hold up.
And I got to turn the camera around.
There we go. You should be ready to go.
This stuff. This is
Front camera.
There you are.
Gotta get like into the settings and all this stuff just to flip it around. Yeah, guys, we're having some trouble with StreamYard tonight. This is the company. If you don't know what StreamYard is, we use them. It's a service. We log into them, and then they stream to YouTube and to Facebook. So it's a service.
Bring it up higher.
Go ahead. Let me see if I can get it.
You're muted, Jana, with whatever you're saying.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can now.
All right. Okay, I'm going to get the ball.
Try to restart. Pretty close to wrapping up.
Yeah, the mic is going in and out.
It's going in and out, the volume.
Yeah.
Could be a internet bandwidth problem. I know earlier today I lost internet.
I did too.
Which would suggest maybe they're working on the lines.
Tricky.
Tricky.
I got us back. I got an echo.
Leave that one.
I muted you and turned it off. You should be good.
Thank you. There we go.
You're welcome. I heard you too.
Just a little technical difficulties. Nothing we can't handle here at the Nut House. All right. Lisa's saying, did you ever find out what the odd machine was? Which one are you talking about, Lisa? Are you talking about the black one, with the globe? The one that we just recently found? Because that wound up being a disco ball, and I'll demo that in the next video that'll be out tomorrow. If that's what you're talking about. If it was something else, yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Jonathan is saying use OBS. That's what we use at church, and I'm starting to like that. It is a lot more complicated. The learning curve on it's pretty steep, where StreamYard's super easy. But I definitely am thinking I might look into that. We haven't even had any problems with StreamYard for a while until tonight.
Thank you, Casual Flipper.
Lonan says, what made you decide to go full-time with storage units back then? So I started part-time, and that was 11 years ago. It was just a hobby because we were running a advertising business. That was a full-time job. And so I had time for maybe buying like one locker a month. And back then what that looked like was buying it and bringing it all into our garage and sorting it over the month, like a little bit each night. And it was fun because I'd work and it's like, I need a break. Instead of watching TV or something, go open some boxes. And the kids,
it was fun.
It was. The whole family would be involved, and it was cool, but it was just for funsies. I mean, maybe we made a little money. I don't know. I think we made a little money. We didn't ever lose. a few bucks. Like,
Lowen says, what made you decide to go full time?
that's what we're answering.
I know, but I just want to add something to that. I think you also went full time into it because you were trying to decide if you were going to go get a job, and you were like, I ain't working for anyone.
Yeah. But I was explaining it that I started part-time, and then when we sold the business and I no longer was working, then I went full-time. And then what you're saying now is I continued full-time because I didn't want to get a job.
No, what I was saying is you turned into the hobby because you were like, oh, I'm gonna, like I'm thinking about doing something else like for a living. But then you're like, why should I do something else? I don't want to go work for someone else when I can just try to do this full time. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm like, oh, I got all this time on my hands. Why am I not buying more lockers? Because probably 3 to 6 months in, I really wasn't buying more lockers. I was just buying an occasional locker. And then I'm like, why am I not buying more lockers? I should be buying more lockers. I'm not going to be, without a job forever. I need to embrace this right now. And then I started buying, but I never thought it would produce an income. We live in the Bay Area of San Francisco Bay Area. It's one of the highest metropolitan areas in the United States, probably one of the highest in the world. Super expensive. We got 5 kids, and that's expensive. It takes a lot to provide just living expenses. So it's hard to make it by on a storage locker income here. So I did not think it'd be enough. But like Jana said earlier, she is a realtor. She makes a living also. So it didn't put all the pressure on me. But we have developed this into be enough to provide. So
for sure.
And some. So we're very appreciative of that. But YouTube was a big part of that. Without YouTube, it would be very difficult to do that. Really.
Totally.
But I know a lot of people do across the country. It's definitely doable. But I'm just saying right here in this area is super expensive. Super expensive. If we moved out like an hour or two to a lesser expensive area, it'd be easier. But we find good lockers here too. So it's a little bit of a trade-off.
Plus, our whole family lives here, and our kids are here.
Yeah, so
I mean, it doesn't really make sense for us. We bought our house a long time ago, so we just stay in our house, and everything's good. So it's not a big deal.
We can't move. I'm saying for other people in this industry, they are providing a living. It's tough here.
Yeah, it is. For sure. It's
Mitzi's asking, how old are your kids? What are the ranges? I mean, I forget how old the kids are.
What?
26.
Now let me do it. 27, 25, 22, 15 and a half, and 14.
Yeah, good. That's what I thought. There's too many kids.
No,
there's too many. I just can't keep track of it all.
And
plus, every year they got a birthday. It's crazy.
That's the way it works.
So many.
And we have a grandbaby who is super adorably cute. I don't have my phone on me right now. It's charging. And
I'm like, I need pictures.
I know. And she's already starting to try to walk.
Oh my.
She tried on Sunday at church. She was standing trying to take a step. I was
my goodness.
Got to be kidding me. And she's kissed me last week, grabbed my face and kissed me. And she says, Dada. It's the craziest thing when a child calls your baby a Dada. So like she's going to Josh and she's like, da, 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 da. And I was like, no, this is so crazy. And I gave him a kiss. I was kissing him, and then she was laughing. She thought it was so funny when I'd kiss him because it's her daddy. And really, really, really cute. Oh yeah, you can show that picture. She's so ridiculous. Oh my gosh, she just is a really adorable baby. So,
oh my,
that's them.
Oh, she's so pretty.
And she's grown a lot since then because that was at the end of November. Oh, that's cool, Mitzi. You have 4 girls. Yeah.
Yeah, and she looks like that all the time. It's not like, oh, that was such a good shot of her. Like she's like
people always
happy.
So smiling.
She really
is.
Cute.
Yeah. And Jamie's a really good mom.
It's a good part of life right there.
Yeah, and then Griffin's getting married in May, and him and his fiance are adorable. So we have like a really busy next couple of months. Camille's graduating 8th grade, going to high school. Faith's graduating college, and Griffin's getting married, all in the month of May. Yay! That's a big May, right?
Yeah, I don't want to think about it. It stresses me out to have a lot on my schedule.
I'm coordinating it all. Rehearsal
Still
dinners, graduation parties, graduations. It's a lot of stuff.
Paul, not the apostle, what's up? Thanks for being here. He's asking, when you first started, how did you finance it? Mainly, honestly, like since I started as a hobby in the beginning, I didn't buy expensive lockers.
It was so much cheaper when we started anyways.
I think the most expensive one we bought was like $850. Or yeah, I'm talking about before videos even started. Our videos, you know.
Sounds like no lockers in May.
I bought a lot of cheap lockers though, $30, $40, $50, $100, $200.
Yeah.
Bought a lot of those because they're fun.
And we got great lockers back then for that price.
Yeah, I think the first locker I ever bought was $400 or $450. So they weren't like free back then, but it was better value back then for sure.
Well, there were a lot of lockers for $200 to $200.
Yeah, but and then once I sold the business, we sold our business and had some money in the bank. So financing wasn't hard, but I didn't want to touch that money. So really, like when we sold our business, which is kind of a once in a lifetime thing because we ran the business for 20 years. Jan and I took a little bit of cash each and said, let's use that as our fun money. And then the rest is going in savings.
I haven't touched mine until just recently.
I use mine for buying lockers. Really, that's what funded our auction, because most auctions only take cash. There's only a few that take debit or credit.
We like those.
Yeah,
makes it so much easier.
Yeah, look at it. Cool Ranch Dorito says grandkids are such a blessing. I have 10. Nice.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
That keeps you
I
busy.
want more. I'm ready. When they're ready to have another, I am so excited. I'm telling you, she's so cute.
In Random Auctions by Jill. Hey Jill, she says your best lockers were $1.
That's true.
It's true.
All of them.
But I mean, yeah. The top 4 probably $1 each, but third time locker, those were at the time expensive, especially for how junky they looked. Stacked on the left locker, that was $800, and it was a lot at that time. So we've had some good ones that we spent up to, but our most expensive locker ever, $8,000 on a
what
coin
was
collection.
The negative on it?
Coin collector.
Terrible buy.
Not a good one. Oh, and Carrie just asked that, what was the final negative on the 8,000 locker? I think we've done. I don't know if you could do it there. 5,000 in sales. I don't think that's really changed because we haven't really sold, but maybe a couple more.
I hit it, Jana.
Okay,
thank you. But yeah, $3,000 negative, and all the time in energy and gas. But it's all right. I mean, I wouldn't buy it, knowing what's in there. I wouldn't buy it again. But knowing 8 by 15 or whatever it was, with looked like decent stuff, knowing the back history that the guy came from a very rich area, owned a landscaping business, and apparently had a coin collection.
We got played.
I take the chance again.
I'll be honest with you. There's a few times we've bought lockers, and I feel like the people that work at the facility play up how valuable things are in there, and they put in your head. And this was one person that did it. I'm just gonna say it. Even when you were on the call and that day. And we've had a couple other people do it, not to that much of a degree, but leave like, oh, hey, and we should learn to have discernment and realize they don't know. And sometimes when we were done talking to her, I kind of felt like she felt really bad for his family, and they get the money.
Yeah, if you guys don't know how that
Straight
works,
up.
facility doesn't get the $8,000. They only get to keep what's due to them for back rent and any fees that they tacked on, like lock cutting fee or the late fee and all the BS and interest. But that's not very much money. Everything extra, especially with an $8,000 locker sale, goes to the owner. In this case, the owner passed away, so it would probably go to his family. So yeah, she may have been trying to generate a little extra cash for the poor family, which I
got that feeling when we were done after, because of how much she talked about how close she was. She knew everything about their lives.
Yeah, she was emotionally invested with the prior owner, but the family was living parents who were elderly and lived in Southern California. It's not like
she also played it like
maybe
she
they need the
knew
money,
there
but
was
I don't
stuff
think so.
in
His
there
family had some money
that wasn't there.
Or played up what was in there, which was a coin collection. It wasn't like a very good coin collection, but it's all right.
Yeah.
It's part of the game.
No, but
It's part of the game. And part of the reason I took that big swing is because we bought the train locker. We had a really good score. We can take some risks that we wouldn't otherwise take if funds were limited. And what I said in that video at the end was, I said, we could take that risk because we just had a big win. But if you guys are on a fixed budget, don't take those risks. You don't have to. Go for the cheap ones that don't look good, and maybe they are.
Yeah.
Hey, Dakota Tumo, how you doing? I hope you're doing well.
I hope you're feeling better.
Hope you're passing them stones. I know how it is. I've been there too. I do. It's not fun. What?
Yeah.
Personal? I don't know.
Probably.
Hopefully not. Hopefully it's not embarrassing, but it shouldn't be. Everybody gets it. A lot of people get those. Kidney stones are no fun. So, but it will pass. It'll pass. Feels like the world's coming to an end.
Yeah, that's actually the most pain I've ever seen you in.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, there's no close second.
No.
There's,
my dad has that. Oh my gosh.
Someone said in here, said you can't lose money on $1 locker. That's a great point. The only thing you can lose is time, and that's the real investment on those is times.
Yeah. That's right, Catherine. Trust your gut. It's so true.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
Sometimes your gut steers you wrong too, but a general policy, good. Not fail safe, but it is good general policy for sure.
Jackie said, when a locker keeps calling it canceled, is it a scam? That means they're paying it.
Not necessarily.
It could mean a scam, but I'm just saying it means they're paying it generally.
Most times they paid up at the end. That happens a lot. Sometimes the facility didn't do. It is a legal process, and there's protocols they have to follow. Sometimes if they didn't place the ad in the paper on the right date, and the 30 days hasn't gone by before the auction happens, and they realize it late, they'll pull it.
Or a lot of times,
start the process
honestly,
over.
They have compassion. And sometimes they'll call. I mean, we hear that a lot. They're like, "Oh, we gave them another, month."
The owner calls at the last minute, says, "I'll pay you, please pull it," and they go, "Okay."
Yeah, and then they don't, and then it goes up the next month.
But sometimes there's shady stuff for sure, and sometimes these shady facilities will go, "It's only at $20. Let's pull it and put it up next week, or let's pull it and go through it and say it didn't sell." I mean, there's some shady stuff.
Online, I think there's more shady stuff.
Online feeds dishonesty.
It's not as transparent, so the lack of transparency causes just a big room for like issues that are not good. You know.
She's saying it happened 3 times. Yeah, me and Storage Auction Pirate are watching a locker that has come up, I don't even know, 10 times. Mm-hmm. It's happened so many times, same locker. But in that case, I'm pretty sure it's the owner plays the game. They play the game where they go late and then they wait till right before auction and then they pay. And online payments make it even easier to play the game. I don't know why people do it. It's terribly foolish financially.
Thanks,
pay all the late fees. It's not smart.
Suzanne, good night. Thanks for being here. We hope you join us Monday night. That is the next time we will be live. Is Monday nights, 5:00 Pacific. If this is your first time being here, don't forget to check us out. We have a live auction. It's totally different than what we did tonight. We have a lineup of amazing items that you can bid on if you're a member, and it is super fun. You can just join and watch the first time and say hello, but it's a good time for sure.
Deborah says, I paid for and sent stars on Facebook. So silly of me. So I don't even know if you'll get them. I do see those sometimes, Deborah, but I'm not sure if I'm savvy enough to know where to look consistently to see them. I'll go look though. Thank you for sending that. That's pretty cool. That's something new we activated within the last couple of months. So I'm still kind of getting used to it.
They want to know if you have a video coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, we do. I've got it almost done edited. It won't be a long one, but there'll be another one in that $1 locker, another episode on that. Actually, we'll wrap it up in the next episode. And also, if you have to go, you can go. I can keep answering questions. Catherine's asked, do they ever put ringers in to raise the price at auction? I'll tell you, and I think you're talking about live auction. If you're talking about online auction,
I'm
probably.
sure it's happened.
Because I think sometimes facility managers might bid, the previous owners might bid, but at live auctions, I've heard about it. Yes, there is at least one dishonest auctioneer in our area.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
know that he has friends at the auction that do shady stuff. And
we
think we witnessed it. We were kind of green. It was earlier in our career.
Witness it.
But I've heard the same from other people. So I think it does
We
happen.
sold it to someone else and we were the last bid.
And Lisa's asking, why doesn't the facility open and sell the contents? That's a great question. It's a legal process. So when someone goes delinquent, there is a lien process that the company has to go through. Just the same as if a company loaned you money for your car and you didn't pay it. Just the same as if you didn't pay that mortgage on your house and the bank has to put a lien on it. They can't just come and take the house and all your possessions.
Well, it's
They have
too
to go
much of
through
an
process.
advantage for them too. Like there'd be no accountability because if they gain from it, then they wouldn't have good accountability. They can't gain.
It creates a conflict of interest because then people be knowing you have something good and you're 15 days late, they're going to take your stuff. So the government puts a process and it's different for each state. But yeah, it keeps things more fair for the consumer. So
awesome.
And it creates this industry because the owners, and I know in other countries, the owners do go through it and sell the stuff. Hey, Tyler, how's it going? Eruption Army says, move to Texas. It's so tempting for us. But for me, anyways, I would love to move to an area that's not as expensive. But like Jana said earlier, our whole family's here. We're pretty well rooted. We're pretty well stuck. So
we can't complain.
Jenna's not leaving that baby. And she's
No
got
way.
what, 6 now? 6
Yeah.
babies?
That
Going
baby's
on
born. I'm
7?
like, oh man, that's it. My plans are foiled. We're not moving anywhere.
Nope.
Unless we get them to move, but they're not moving. Nope. So let's see. Do we? Linda's saying I have over 300 Beanie Babies I've had for years and years. How do you find out what they are worth and if they are rare? It's pretty tricky with the Beanie Babies because there's so many variations like errors and stuff. But always I say for a good valuation on anything that's like mainstream, mass produced, eBay is a great resource. Just make sure you're not looking at listings. You're looking at sold. You can click the button that says sold items. So you're looking at recently sold. That's the best thing because people will list stuff for stupid money and never sell it. So don't pay attention to that. Look at the sold listings. But if you have a rare piece, like our friend Ron bought this a beautiful Oriental, I think it's Chinese, but I'm not sure, but it's a huge cabinet with all these little drawers. They look like the kind you'd see in one of those medicine shops that sell.
Ron
Rogers?
I didn't know that.
How many Rons do we know?
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. He just sent me photos, and it is unbelievably beautiful. And that's the type of thing, like...
Where'd you get that?
Off of, what's the guy that works for him?
John?
No.
Okay.
His installer. But it was a family heirloom, and the guy needs money. Sold it to him. So... but anyways, it's something like that. eBay is not going to help you. You're going to have to find an antique dealer, and in this case, it's an Asian antique specialist that I put him in touch with. So, but yeah, eBay is great for.
How much did they buy it for?
Other stuff. I didn't ask him.
Oh well.
I thought that'd be rude. So.
Oh, it's Christina.
It's pretty amazing, though.
I want to see pictures of it.
Okay, I'll show it. Why don't you chat while I show some photos? Let me get the photos ready.
I can't see any questions. Do the girls like picking through lockers? Sometimes. Sometimes they're all in. They're super excited. It depends on what's in it. If it's like cool things, girly things. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Told you.
Dang. Oh my gosh. That's really cool.
Okay, you guys will see what she's going on about in just a second.
No, we found guitars, but not rare ones.
No rare guitars now. That's something else that we hope someday. Check this out. Wait, did it work? Check this out. That's only part of it. That's the bottom right there.
Oh my word.
Isn't that cool?
Why can't I think of his name? Now it's driving me nuts. I know what he looks
Gordon.
like. Gordon.
It was right in the chat, so I'm in my chat with him. So
Oh.
I didn't remember it. I just saw it.
I was gonna say,
Let me show you the
wow,
other
that's
piece,
impressive.
the top piece. It's really cool. I love it, and he's gonna put it in his house.
Oh, yes?
Yeah. Check that out. That's the top that goes on top of the other piece. That's amazing.
Oh.
That is amazing looking. So anyway, something like this, yeah, eBay's probably not gonna be a good resource. Also, I don't think very much furniture sells there. Just, you know, rarely does it sell there because shipping's not an option. But Random Auctions by Jill says, need a label maker to label all those drawers. That's a pretty neat piece. I could just see like all these things being filled with like rat's tail and, you know, turnip seeds or something, like all these really weird things that they'd concoct into a potion.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not something you find every day. You probably find that kind of stuff at the Alameda Flea Market though, because they have awesome stuff there. But yeah, it'd be a while before we find one of those in a locker. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
All right. Well, let's see. Tracy's got a great question here. Locker purchasing fascinates me. Do you ever have any of the previous owners contact you and try to buy their things back? So only a couple times. And before we started the videos, I think twice I'm trying to think. I think it was twice, but I can only remember one. But basically, the facility will be the middleman. So they'll contact us and say, this person wants to contact you. If you want to contact them, here's their number. The facility will never give our number to somebody. Although that has happened. I've heard it's happened to other people, and that's on the managers. That's terrible business practice. But most managers and professionals won't do that. So it's up to you if you want to contact them. One lady I did, because I could tell there's a lot of her kids' stuff there. I mean, bins and bins and bins. And I felt bad. I didn't want to see that stuff go to the garbage. So I contacted her, and she wanted that and a little bit more. She offered me money, and she said, you can have all the rest of the stuff. I don't care. I just want that. It's irreplaceable. And so we worked something out, and I'm like, you can have all your kids' stuff. Like, I don't want money for that, but there's a couple other things. Let's work it out. She gave me a little bit of money, and felt good about it. You paid
quite a bit for it. I mean, we paid a little bit for it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I could probably look it up.
$400 or $500.
Seems right. But yeah, it was cool. I felt good. But we've had some other people. We've had 2 times people found us on Facebook, and I didn't like that. I did not, and I don't like that part of the business. So no.
And that is why we love you guys, is your integrity and your honesty. And they left me again. Here we go again. Hi, everybody. Let's look at the beautiful, I know, right, Jim? Do we think it's a Asian spice drawer? Hi, Becky. Hi, Virginia. How are you guys doing? Oh, they left me all together. Okay. Do you find any rocks with minerals? I'm not sure about rocks with minerals. They do find some rocks and stuff like that for sure.
There we go. Man, this is a StreamYard issue. Thanks, Mama G, for covering.
Sure.
Mama G, she's like,
saved our butts again. We find rocks and minerals sometimes, not too often. I don't think we found anything like amazing. We found that dinosaur tooth recently. That's cool. And we have probably found that once before too.
We've found some cool stones though. We've definitely found
some beautiful rocks. Usually we find
some beautiful ones.
When we find them, the good ones, they're usually in a collection, so we find a bunch of them. But anyways, I was saying that a couple times they've tracked us down on Facebook. They've come across the videos, and
after the last one,
it was unpleasant.
The crazy lady, I'm not into it. We've had 2 kind of be crazy.
Yeah,
2 kind of scared. One really scared me, and that
did not. That's scary.
Well, I think it is. You might not, but I do.
Yeah. Well, I guess. I mean, I'll share that a little bit about that because we didn't really want to share that much. The gal. Basically, she has a social media presence as well, and she came across the video somehow.
I wasn't talking about that one.
Oh, I know which one you're
I
talking
was
about.
talking about a
Okay.
different
Yeah. Okay. I know. I understand where you're coming from. But this one, the gal had a social media presence. I forget, Twitch or something. And
Yeah.
basically saw it. And unfortunately, like, it was one that I had bought and didn't air a video for months.
Yeah.
2 or 3 months later, all the stuff was gone because it wasn't a big locker. It was a very small locker.
Barely had anything in it.
So she contacted me and was like, you bought my locker. I want my stuff back. And, please work with me to get my stuff back. And I responded and said, sorry, I bought this months ago. And you know when it was, you should know when it was auctioned. It's all gone. And there really wasn't even any personal stuff in there.
There was actually no personal stuff, really.
But she was tripping and like, I want that stuff back. It's sentimental to me. It's like some electronics and all replaceable.
Clothes.
No, she wouldn't even ask for the clothes, but no photos or letters or anything like that. But basically I was like, I'm sorry, I would be more than happy to get you this stuff because what you're asking for is not even of any value. But this was months ago, and we don't even give that kind of stuff back to the facility because it's like they don't want it. They only want personal stuff. So she didn't take that as an answer, and then basically asked her followers on Twitch to basically full on assault us.
Well, when we had auctions, Mama G and I, they were hopping in, remember?
No, I don't remember during the live, but I don't remember that during the live. Yeah. But they basically were just commenting over and over Facebook and YouTube, just slamming us with comments and like asking. Other people are like, geez, if why aren't you helping these people? And they're making it seem like we were like they were the victims and we were somehow putting them out, and it was not fair to us at all. And I had to like basically block tons of people. It was a waste of time.
$20 super chat from our sweet friend Paula. Howdy.
Thank you so much, Paula. I'm looking over here at the chat there. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah,
we appreciate that.
For putting that in.
She says, not staying, but miss everyone. And I'll see you Monday.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you so much. But yeah, we when we do get the call from the facility and they say, hey, the owner wants the stuff back, or they're concerned there's some photos or personal items or the kids stuff, I say, what did they want specifically? Because I'll make even more of an effort to look for it and pull it out.
Sometimes they don't even come and get it.
Yeah.
Lots of times we'll put together, we take a lot of time to put everything together, and then the people from the facility are like, yeah, they never came to get it. We're like, what?
So like the locker that I called the third time locker, and the reason I called it is that because it went up for live auction 3 times. And the first 2 times the guy showed up during the live auction and paid in the office, and so it got canceled on site. Like someone already bid and won it, and then got to the office, they go, oops, sorry, can't sell you that. The guy paid.
We've seen that.
Third time, I was so intrigued as to why he did that, I bought it. So I pulled all his personal stuff aside because I guess his parents had passed away, and this is all his parents' stuff and his brother's stuff. And I pulled it all away aside and gave it back to the office, totes and totes of stuff. 6 months later, they're like, yeah, he never picked it up, and we wound up throwing it away. And I'm just like, what the heck?
And it takes a lot of time to sort all that.
I'm happy to, but I didn't understand why he went there 2 other times before and paid, I think, $2,000 per time in late fees and back rent to save it, and then didn't even come and get what was, I thought, the most personal, irreplaceable stuff.
I think there's 2 reasons, though, don't you? It's personal or it's psychological. I just think sometimes they don't want to let it go and they feel really guilty, but they don't have the mental capacity to go through it all and take care of it because it's really stressful, because it's like all their family stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens. So
I see comments on the story I was telling. Yeah, the thing that sucked is like this stuff is gone. So like bullying us, and we were being full attempt at bullying. It's like, I put my heels down deep when people take that approach, but it was a bully approach. She was trying to pressure us, but it's like, what can we do? Like, that's a bunch of the market, or we're sold on a live auction. Like it's gone.
But
it's gone.
We had the lady that was really kind of scary. Yeah. That's what I was talking about.
We made a video about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it happens. Okay, we're back here. See if I can switch it back. Okay, I'm trying to get back on the normal, non-shaky camera here. Can you hold that?
Sure. With my hand. With my hand.
There you go. Boom, got it. Okay, jeez. Yep. We'll get the echo, the feedback. Okay, guys, we probably should wrap it up because Pat D's is giving us some real trouble. No, not Pat D's. I meant to say StreamYard. I'm just kidding. I
Tyler
see Pat
said,
D's.
check your eBay, Jack. LOL.
Check my eBay. Why'd you buy something, Tyler? I will check it. The StreamYard's giving us some fits tonight, and it does not seem to be letting up on us. $2 super chat from Pat D's. Jana's fault. The tree is down early.
That's funny.
That's funny. Not an inside joke, but there's a joke from like 2 Christmases ago. We're still kidding about it. Let me check that. Let me check to see if I got something on the eBay. All right. Oh, let's see. I don't know, Tyler. I got lots of stuff from eBay, so it took me a minute to sort it all out because I got all those alerts from all the things we sold tonight. But I'll check it. How do people go through their locker before they default? Afro Jean's asking that. That's a good question. So during COVID or since COVID, I think facilities were scared that they were going to get sued. And so they started getting really soft on their delinquent policies, meaning policies for delinquent customers. And they started allowing them to come in and go through and pull stuff out, sometimes for free, sometimes for a partial settlement. So if they owed $1,000, they'd say, give us $200, we'll let you go in and pull out stuff. That happened a lot. I understand it. The thing I didn't like about it is that facilities weren't being straightforward with us. And a lot of them were straight up being dishonest with us.
That's a good question.
So they were letting people do that. So we were getting basically the junk after they raffled through it. And I know I bought at least one locker, but that had happened because the manager told me later. But
Did you see that?
Tyler bought the Superman coloring books. That's awesome. That's from the Third Time Locker, I believe. That's from that locker. How cool is that? Thanks, Tyler. And Jill had that question. Who does your eBay listings? You want to answer that?
We both do. You do the majority of the train, but I did all the Eileen Fisher. Just depends on the locker.
Right now, I'm doing them all, but Jana and a little bit of Faith helped too. Any of the underwear, basically. I
did all of the clothing, pretty much. And
Eileen Fisher,
I've done lots of stuff.
But before that, the Ray Smith locker, all the vintage underwear.
I did all that.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that. So
I've done a lot of clothing, but he's done all the train.
Yeah.
Because I could do probably the train. I've just been really busy with real estate. Otherwise, when I do have time, I'm doing the kids and I'm helping with the auctions. That's my first priority of help. Or sometimes
right now, that's all she has time for.
Yeah.
We got super chat from Chris. Wait, I'm on the right computer. I got 2 computers now. I'm getting confused. Chris with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate that.
Marlene says, never put up with people who are negative. Just be yourselves. You are fair in your dealings. That's why so many people stay with you. Stay strong. Oh, I like your Ukraine. That's beautiful with the bird and it's beautiful. Nice. Stay strong and live your best life. Nice.
Yeah, Jana would be helping more with the listings if her real estate wasn't going so well right now, but she has had a really good start to the year, right? I mean, like a lot of business.
I'm just busy.
It's like busy. A lot of the stuff that she developed over the 1 to 2 years prior, and there's nothing you can control. It's like all the contacts that she makes, they're all deciding to buy or sell in the first quarter and in the second quarter now. She's got a couple coming up for April soon.
Great question, Tina.
How do we find the sold comps in eBay? You can, let me see if I can get a screen share here and I can show you. Because I know a lot of people don't know about that. And so I'm happy to share it.
Do you think the screen shares are causing it to crash?
No, maybe because we have multiple computers on. I don't know. I don't know.
Multiple computers on your same internet, but not because of the being on StreamYard. If your internet's what's messed up right now, then that would do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But you look really clear right now, so I'm hoping it's fixed up.
Oh yeah, it does look clear.
Let's hope.
Yeah, high def. Okay, let me try to get this screen shared right here, and I can show you what I mean. So I just did a quick search for Markland train, because that's one of the big brands that we've been finding. So you're going to see here, like, wait, you're not seeing nothing because I'm looking at it, not you. Here we go. Thanks, Mama G, for the assist again. Here we're looking at like listed. So then you see 206, 109, 51, 30, all different prices, all different trains. But as you scroll down on the left side here, it's a little bit far down, right here, show only sold items. So when we click that, it immediately goes to just things that are no longer for sale because they sold. They give us the price right here. I mean, the date, sold March 31st, just today. It's Markland train tracks, 36 bucks. So you're going to see everything that's sold. So if you get more specific and put in a car number, like I see right there, 4035, there we're seeing the I almost clicked when I listed, but 4035 right here. You're going to see only those cars. So now we're getting much better information. We're getting $56. We're getting $40. These are pre-owned.
But yeah, that's the one thing. It's like real estate, though. You have to look at the condition, like with everything.
Totally.
It's like, is it pre-owned or is yours new? And then I think it helps to look at what's for sale and what's sold, because then it kind of gives you, depending on how long ago, too, like,
yeah. So if we unclick
what's
sold,
the competition?
look what's available.
Yeah.
Now we see there's a pre-owned for 109
Right.
of the same train that also sold for 59. So you know that 109 might be high, or like Janice said, the condition might.
We're froze again. And yeah. So Jack and Jana went away for a little while. They'll be back, I think. Yes, they'll be back.
Hi.
Hi.
We're back. I think we're going to wrap it up.
I think we have to wrap it
I
up.
think it's time to wrap it up. It's God's way of saying wrap it up.
Hit the wrap up box.
Hit the wrap up box, people.
So I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, with the trains, like Jana said, you got to check sold or what's listed currently, because if I see nothing listed, I'll push the comps. If it last sold for $100, but there's not one anywhere in the world, I'll maybe put mine at 125, because if someone's looking for that train to complete their collection, then they'll buy it for 125, or they won't, and I'll mark it down in a couple months. But
and it also just depends on what it is, for sure. Like if it's flooded, or like you said, it's more rare. Yeah, if
it's flooded, I'll try to price mine lower than the competition, because I want mine to sell first.
And if your condition is, like you said, depending on it, I think it's literally like real estate. It's like you compare what's current, what's sold, what's pending, what's out there. It's all part of it.
It is.
So
a lot of moving pieces, but the more you do it, the more you learn, and the more you get better at it.
Sometimes we do it too cheap, and sometimes we do it too much, and you just adjust.
Let me get this real quick.
This is crazy.
You gotta do that too. Okay, there we go. All right, hopefully we won't have to do that again, but let's wrap it up, guys. Thanks so much for being here. StreamYard is not being nice to us tonight. They keep bumping us out.
Hey, Treasure Hustlers.
Hey, Treasure Hustlers. Thanks for being here. So yeah, thanks for being here. That was fun. We saw some items sell, and some for a little bit more, some for a little bit less than we were hoping, but it's all good.
Everything sold, though.
Everything sold, and hopefully everything pays. And then we'll wrap up our March with a little bit more on the books, and that's always good. So, and that'll push our train sales over 110,000. So that's really awesome, really awesome. But a lot more to sell. We'll do this again, maybe in a couple of weeks, maybe in a month. We'll see.
Catherine said, "Thank you for bringing this to us. It was very full or great."
I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah. Thanks for bringing your questions, because it's always fun.
Gary. All right,
Hey,
guys.
Gary.
Thanks everyone for being here. We really appreciate it.
So again, tomorrow we'll have a video out. So look for that. And we'll hopefully see you all on Monday night, but only on YouTube. We only do that on YouTube. So if you're watching on Facebook, We don't do it on
Make
Facebook.
sure you subscribe to his YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to his YouTube, did I say that? Subscribe. Okay, cool.
Mondays are live auctions. That's where we sell some of this great
Hey,
stuff.
Michael.
And
See you Monday.
Gary
Ashley.
O'Keefe, what's up? It looks, oh.
Hey, Virginia. See you on Monday, Virginia.
Yeah, we'll see you on Monday. All right, guys, we're going to sign off before we get bumped out again.
Good idea.
StreamYard's basically telling us, wrap it up, folks. So that's what we'll do. All right. Until next time, good luck. And thanks, Mama G, for helping us too again tonight. It definitely helps having you here to fill the void when we drop off into the
Hey, Judith. Thanks, Margaret, for being here. Thank you, Israel. All right, you guys.
All right. Till next time, good luck to you.
God bless you.
We'll see you next time
Here on
Lock Your
LOCOMOTIVE.